I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
From the Xfinity Studio. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Football Friday. I love Friday. It is the best. Football Friday, as we look ahead to Eagles and Raiders, it's going to be it's going to be freezing, and it's going to be perhaps some snow left over. It's going to snow overnight or like late, early morning type of thing. I think there's a chance it could be a couple inches. That's what they're calling for. You know, this reminds me of that Lions snow game where they're only calling for like an inch or two. And if you remember that day against the Lions, it was the same thing. It was right around this time, and it was before Christmas. And I remember thinking, all right, well, it's a couple inches, no big deal. And I was on my way to the stadium. I get to the stadium, and like it's just buckets of snow. And it turned out to be like 8 inches that we got that day. And that was the shady game and the cleats, and it was pretty good. So you never know. We could have some weather with it. All we know is it's got to be a get-right game for the Eagles, right? Like, you got to win. I mean, that's just self-explanatory. But you got to do some things to further what you saw. I'm fascinating, right? Because they were offensively, we all talked about it nationally, in-house. Petullo talked about it yesterday, that there were some things that they did that, you know, I liked, right? They threw a lot downfield in between the numbers. Like, throwing in between the numbers, we've talked about for a long time. So there were some good stuff. Now, it was in a controlled environment, cold and wind on Sunday at the Link. What do they do? Do they do that? Or do they go ultra conservative and just win the game 13-3? Right? Because I can't see the Raiders scoring, you know, maybe they get to double digits. Maybe they get to 10. Like, I just can't see it. Now, there's only a couple worry spots with the Eagles offense, right? The Raiders are very good against the run. It's not a great defense. And the back end is very vulnerable, but they're good against the run. And you got Crosby. You got Fred Johnson banged up, limited in practice yesterday. So, all right, assuming he's a go, you know, you got to deal with Mad Max on that side. That's a little concerning, as well as they're pretty good against the run. So I'm dying to figure out how the Eagles are going to play this thing. Do they attack a vulnerable secondary? Or do they say, you know what? Let's just try to impose our will, try to run it, be conservative, don't go into the turnover realm. That piece of it is going to be really interesting, and how they do it. I mean, they can't lose, right? I'm bartering with you. Like, they just can't lose. There's no way in the world they can lose. Bro and I were talking about before the show, this is not 2023. Not with this defense. This defense is too good. It's too good. It's too stable. It's too good. This is not 2023. Now, the offense, and we know that they're going to have to do something to get on track once you're in the playoffs. And I don't know. I mean, what would suffice Sunday? Give me like a sweatless game. Give me a 23-6, 23-10. I'm good. All right. I just don't want to sweat. I don't want a day of angst. Not against the Raiders. Not when you're a double-digit favorite at home. So that's the story of Sunday, which is trying to figure out just getting a win, hunting a win. You got to feel good. Have to. Got to feel good. Because my spidey sense is telling me that while Washington looks dead, I could see Daniels playing next week, and I could see them being a problem. Not that they're good, but like look at last night. Tampa's got everybody back. Mike Evans, who was a beast. Godwin's back. They already got Ibuka. They got McMillan was back. Bucky Irving. They have endless skill guys. Endless. I mean, their running back room, White is good as a runner and a receiver out of the backfield. Tucker is a sturdy runner between the tackles. And Bucky Irving is a legit top running back. And then you got 4 receivers that are really good. Veterans, young speedsters. It's McMillan and Ibuka's a stud. Like, so they got everything. Now, they're a little banged up front, but the Falcons came in and stole the game, which led to a Todd Bowles expletive late in the press conference. You got to bleeping care, man. That's what he's like. You got to bleeping care. Every other word was the F word. It was funny. But I would be pissed off too. I'm looking at my team, and I got everybody back, and I should be moving the ball at will, and they were. They were up 28-14, and they just let the Falcons. So my thing about Washington, the Falcons have been horrible. They got no Drake London last night, and they were a problem. And my spidey sense is telling me that in one of those 2 games, Washington's going to be a problem. So you got to win Sunday, but also feel good about yourself. This way you protect that Washington game. You got to win at least 3 or 4. We know that because Dallas is going to beat Minnesota Sunday night. And then they got an easy schedule too. So you got to keep one eye back there, but really you got to feel good about yourself. Now, one interesting report that we'll talk about with the bro as well, I just want to bring it up to you because it's salacious. And that's Jeremy Fowler from ESPN said that there are whispers that Howie Roseman will draft a quarterback. That's what opposing NFL front offices are saying about the Eagles. Now, listen, it's easy to put the whispers and, Jalen's struggling and, all that is we know the Eagles are like to be the quarterback factory. So could I see them drafting a quarterback? Yeah, I can see it. You got McKee. At some point, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do with McKee because, there's almost so much you're going to pay him. So it makes sense also to have another quarterback that you're grooming. So that's where that's coming from. Good morning, bro.
What's happening? Friday.
I love Friday.
I do too.
It's my favorite day.
I got some good husband dad equity coming my way too because Addie's going out with the head of production Julia tonight on a holiday lights tour of town.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I said, you go have a great night with your friend. I'll watch the girls. So boom, little dad equity right in the back pocket.
So what's planned with the girls?
It's Friday.
Movie night?
It's movie night.
What are you going to watch?
We're Christmas movies only right now.
Oh, I love it. I tried to get the boys to watch it.
Oh, no, not like Home Alone or A Christmas Story, nothing.
I'm going to try again tonight.
Elf?
Nothing. I got
Really?
nothing.
So we do a...
No, never been, because they want to do video games.
Yeah. So it's great, as you know, when they're...
Ben walking in. Ben's our social media guy. Ben. I love having fun with Ben.
I was just going to give him a little shout out on the social channel here.
Yeah, come here, Ben. Well, let's introduce you to the audience. So Ben used to be the social media director for the Green Bay Packers. He lived in Green Bay. Say hello to the audience, Ben.
Hi, audience.
He's awesome. I love messing with him.
Yeah.
He's really good.
You
fixed our social media. And
he's doing a great job. Yeah.
Awesome.
You'd be jealous.
Don't worry about Todd. All right.
they're at like peak cuteness, and every night before bed we do a Christmas song dance party.
Ah, I freaking love it.
Where mom picks one, I pick one, the two girls pick one, and then we do like pause it, and they have to stop, and it's a contest. And last night I played Christmas in Hollis for the girls. They loved it.
Get out.
Yeah, they loved it.
Santa.
Yeah, so it's like peak Christmas in our house. So some kind of Christmas movie.
Yeah, have the elves shown
Oh
up?
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Star.
Oh, the elves have
In the advent calendar, I got them a Lego advent calendar. We're real into Legos these days. I think I'm going to become a Lego adult.
You were saying that to me the other day. That
Yeah.
you were going to start.
Awesome.
You were going to
It's
buy
an expensive
yourself some
habit.
Can I
Legos.
tell you something? I'm so sad. All right, I'm happy for you, brother.
Yeah.
I am. But you
They're too
brought
cool.
up the advent calendar. Oh, I love the advent calendar.
Yeah.
But when they would get up and they would look and
The problem is they're waking up too early because they're so excited.
yeah,
Paige got up at 6:15 this morning, and then she immediately wakes up Skylar, and then they want to go find the elf. They want to get to the advent calendar, and I'm like, you gotta sleep.
yeah. Hopefully the elves. You whisper where the elves go.
Yeah. So
Dude.
I might take them out for pizza and grab a beer. There's a place by me with a little tap system on, or delivery and just lazy.
I think you do a delivery movie night. Cold
Yeah,
outside.
it's typically delivery.
It's a cozy night with the girls.
Yeah. So
Daddies.
yeah.
Dude, that's beautiful.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight.
Dude, I met, man. Last night, Mossimo comes out with the shirt off, right? And he's walking around.
Is he flexing at you?
And he's rubbing his face, right? And he goes, "See anything different?" He shaved.
Did he?
Mustache, yeah.
7th grade?
Yeah. And then he goes like this, and he makes a muscle, and he's ripped. I was just like, what? And then the big one, forget about it. He's unrecognizable. Oh, daddy. He's huge.
Yeah.
And it's like,
What
where'd
happened?
my little points go, man? It was like perfect. Advent calendar, elves.
Yeah.
Possible we should come down. Hey, where are the elves, daddy? I found them, daddy.
Yeah. It's peak cuteness. So I'm trying to bottle it all.
Bottle it.
Yeah.
Bottle it. I'm sorry to digress. But
No, it's cool.
I love the holidays.
It's a great time of the year.
Favorite time of the year. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And I just love when they were little, man.
Yeah.
You don't realize it. It just freaking melts away. Man.
Yeah, I know. It goes quick.
Yeah. Anyway.
So that's what we got to untap tonight, Friday.
All right. So
Positive vibes only.
So Sunday.
Yeah. Blowout.
Right? Like.
This defense is going to hold that Raiders team. They've lost 7 in a row. They're like historically bad.
Right. They're a bad team.
This
Kenny Pickett.
doll hands is not coming in here in the cold.
No way, Kenny Pickett. He's got the rat hands.
Say what you want about the offense. This defense is going to shut the Raiders down. Like, I think they're holding them to less than 15 points.
See, I agree, dude.
So, like, I'm not worried. I understand everybody's a prisoner of the moment right now. And I'm not saying the offense is good. But, like, last week against a good Chargers defense, they put up the second or first most yards on the year. So, like, to your point, they opened things up. They tried some new stuff, and it was successful versus a good defense. Now you're playing they're an okay defense, really bad offense.
I know.
So I think they're going to be fine.
I do too. It's going to be interesting to see how they deploy the offense.
Yeah.
Because the Raiders are decent against the run. They're pretty good against the run.
And air it out, baby.
We'll see if Fred can go. EJ's coming up in a couple minutes. We'll see if Fred can go because you got Max Crosby on the other side.
Yeah, he's pretty good. By the way, you bring up the snow game. That's a fond memory of mine. You know where I was standing in the snow game?
Where?
In the bowels of the Superdome down in New Orleans. I was on the Sunday Night Football crew, and we left the trucks, and we had like a kind of team dugout area where they set up TVs for the meals and everything. And it started snowing, and like as the snow was like increasing, more and more crew like just started like hanging around the TV. And next thing you knew, I was standing next to Fred Godelli, the producer of Sunday Night Football, and he was so angry that NBC didn't have the game. He was just like, "This is what you want. This is theater. He was so angry that they didn't have it."
there's nothing better than the snow games.
It was awesome.
Like
It's the best.
well, it's that sport, right? The sport.
I was at the NFC Championship game versus
Rams?
the Falcons.
Last year?
No,
Oh.
back in the day when
Yeah.
all that snow came and the
Oh,
beers were freezing
Oh,
and
my
the
God.
parking lot was like insane. It was like the best tailgate ever.
Oh well, we had a nor'easter.
Yeah.
That
Snow games are the best.
I'll never forget that. It was.
I think they're saying 1 to 3 on Sunday.
Yeah.
It changed slightly yesterday.
So, but it's supposed to be done, I think, before kickoff.
I think.
But you never know.
You never know.
Like, and that's what I'll tell you. Like tomorrow.
Let it dump.
Yeah.
I hope so. I don't know what the weather is in New England, but Bills Patriots, that could be great. I love those snow games, man.
They're the best.
I'm so with you, man. Like, there's something about them. It's football.
It's just great.
It is. I love to see it. I feel the same way. I looked at the game. I'm like, I'm
Raiders stink.
Genty is now. I thought Ashton Genty was going to be a stud. I loved him in college.
That's a class. Yeah, he was a great
He's got
player.
no O-line.
Classic bad franchise draft pick.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you take didn't you learn from Saquon and the Giants? You don't take a running back unless you have a line.
Right.
It's like the last piece.
It is. Like,
Like,
when
what are
you're
you
building
doing?
something, like, you have to build that side of the
What are you
ball.
doing?
I never understand
If I was Brady, I'd be like, I'm selling my ownership. I'm out. You guys are idiots.
how these teams build it, right? Like, you start with a block, right? And the block has to be the O-line. And, from there you build out and you build offense, right? And that's how you always have to double down on the side of the ball. Like, that's what you're supposed to do and how you build it correctly.
Yeah. I mean, the Eagles are about as stable a franchise over the last 25 years, basically ever since Andy Reid got here, for a reason. He gave you a blueprint.
Andy laid it out for you.
Yeah. They stuck to it, and they've been.
I mean, that's why Andy went to Kansas City, turned them in.
Yeah, you become a model of stability because you have 2 lines.
Yeah,
and that's it.
That's it. Did you? Speaking of draft, did you see Jeremy Fowler?
Yeah, I saw it.
They're going to draft a quarterback.
And Jeremy Fowler's pretty good. Like, I don't think he's an S stirrer.
No, he is. He's very.
He's got
credible.
connections in that building.
He's very credible. I think I think it's kind of obvious. I think it's one of those deals where they don't have a young, Tanner now. You're going to have to come and figure out what you're going to do, paying him with his contract.
Sure. And my belief, if I was an NFL GM, I would draft a fairly high quarterback, no more than every 4 years, but probably like every 3.
Yeah.
Like we talked about that endless quest for the guy. You should always be throwing darts.
I agree.
Like,
because
always.
Here's the thing, and this is something that we don't want to go into the quarterback wilderness, right?
Sure.
But you
need a pipeline.
But if you're Howie and you go, hey, what if Jalen just had his shelf life? He reached his ceiling and now he's on the downslide. Like, it's a possibility.
It's a non-0% chance.
You can't not just bury your head if you're building this team. So you're going, all right, like, I hope that's not the case, but God forbid, I need to be prepared. Need to be prepared.
Always be drafting QBs.
Yeah, it is. All right, let's take a quick TO. We'll come back. EJ will join us. The big takeaway: Raiders on Sunday. Hey, the holidays coming up. We're going to be watching games. People are going to be over the house. Come on, man. You need to upgrade. Xfinity, the only way to watch. Don't be like VG with his mess, lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find the game. You got to get the ultimate sports destination. The best games, your favorite teams, all in one place. And the way you watch is next level. The perfect fan flex. I got action right in my living room. Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. So clear it feels like you're in this stadium. Sometimes I got 4 games going on at one time because why not? It's the best seat in the house every time. Next game, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. The holidays are here, Philadelphia, and Dick's Sporting Goods, your destination for gifts for everyone on your nice list. That's right, from Eagles gear for the diehard fan to the latest sneakers for the athlete in your life to stylish apparel for the whole family. Dick's has it all under one roof. And with holiday deals happening now, it's the perfect time to check off your list while spreading cheer. Yeah, skip the stress, shop smart, give the gift of sport this season in store or online at Dicks.com. And don't forget, we're going to be at the Cherry Hill Dick's Sporting Goods on Monday, 9 to 11. We're going to have a $500 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card to give away. I love this place. Let's go. Dick's Sporting Goods. Give the gift of sport this holiday season. Yeah, time now to go to the Xfinity mobile call-in line. E.J. Smith.
Give me an E, give me a J, give me an E.J. Give me that E.J. Smith.
There he is, our man on the Eagles beat for all PHLY. The big takeaway brought to us by Xfinity, and that is the state of the Eagles offense. Good morning, EJ.
Good morning, guys. I got my Christmas lights on behind me here. I don't know if you guys can even tell.
Yeah, baby,
that they're
I
on,
love
but
it.
yeah, I'm feeling festive.
Make
yeah.
that screen larger, would you, Andrew? Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I love it, man. There's nothing
you gotta
better.
get the,
So
Christmas lights
EJ gifted me yesterday. What were we ended up calling it?
We had a positivity prancer on the show yesterday because I got a reindeer. Tried to bring the vibes, not
See,
it wasn't
like,
a bunny.
that would make sense. The bunny, they lost me with the bunny.
So EJ gave
Yeah.
it to me. He's like, "You got kids right here." And I
Yeah,
took it
once
home and Paige
once I couldn't use it
was-
as a show prop, I wasn't really sure what my purpose was with it. I don't have kids, so I was just like,
Well,
hey,
the
Jamie, you
reindeer's
want
in good hands. Paige was very excited, EJ.
Oh,
Nice,
that's
nice.
awesome.
Merry
man.
Christmas. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, buddy. Here we go. Sunday. Let's start with the approach to the Raiders. Do you see them, EJ, being conservative? It's going to be, the remnants of some kind of snow. It's certainly going to be cold. There's going to be wind. Do they dial it back? Everybody talked about some of the good things that we saw thrown downfield between the numbers, all that stuff. How do you see their approach?
So the conditions are a variable that I want to separate right now. Just hearing from people around the building this week, I did notice like the company line was that they had done some encouraging things on offense. And to me, whether or not you agree with that, I think it was a sign that this isn't going to be a big swing like we saw between the Packers game and the Lions game earlier this season, where they just pare the passing game back and turtle up, like what we talked about earlier this week. So, and to me, I do think that is a positive sign, is that they didn't come off of that game tape against the Chargers and go, Jalen needs to stop turning the ball over. We're going to make this the most basic offense we can. I think that they're willing to lean in to some of the things we saw them do against the Chargers, and they did have some, at least conceptually, they had some encouraging stuff on tape against the Chargers. So take it for what you will, but I don't know. Again, if the snow could complicate it, but I think at the very least, like conditions aside, I do think that the approach they had on offense is something that they want to stick with.
Listen, I think you have to. I did see some good things. I mean, I did.
Yeah.
I liked some things from some of the concepts. Again, there was 5 or 6 balls that Jalen threw. The ball was out on time, and they were beautiful, actually,
Yeah, I mean, the one he had in overtime is one of the best throws I've seen him make. It's just flat out.
So, again, like I get the interception piece of it, but that can't deter me because I don't think I'm going to be able to run the ball at all. What I mean at all, I mean during the playoffs, like with any kind of sustained success. Like I believe that I'm going to have to move it through the air.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I could see them leaning more into the under center game and trying to get the run game going that way. But to me, I think the conversation shifts with the run game to being an explosive run game at this point, right? I think the days of expecting this run game to keep them on schedule It hasn't been that way all season. I think you're going for like, the types of plays that the fake tush push produce for you. Like you're trying to get Saquon out in space for big runs to try. I think that's offensively.
They got to roll off the edge, though.
Now.
I still don't understand why they're not running behind Mailata.
Yeah, no, I mean, maybe it's Dickerson isn't as good in space as he was before. If you're trying to get those guys out in space, but I mean, they've got to find answers for it. And again, because I think this needs to be a variance offense at this point. They've got the talented players to make big plays. They're not an offense that's going to grind out drives. We've just seen it all year. Whether it's penalties, negative plays, whatever it is, they have not been able to be consistent, but they're talented enough to put up 24, 27 points just off of explosive plays if that's, central in the game plan.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, so let me ask you this. You look at where you're at. Do you try to get Jalen moving a little bit? Like, forget about in the run game. He talked about it yesterday. He doesn't say anything. He said,
he says it's flow of the game. Yeah, flow of the game.
We do whatever it has to be done. Well, but you're not doing it, right? Like that's what's frustrating. So how about under center moving the pocket? Like, stuff like that. Instead of him sprinting right or sprinting left, give me a move the pocket. They don't do a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Chargers game, they had almost exactly the same amount of plays out of empty that they had from under center. Obviously, the empty stuff wasn't working very well. The under center stuff did. So I think they should lean more into it. I know that it's not something that Jalen's entirely comfortable with, but if he's not going to be included in the run game, and I think we kind of throw that out at this point. We've talked about it for months now.
It's not working. He's not doing it.
Yeah.
So
it's like they've been hinting at it, and it seemed like there was momentum toward it, but it's kind of I'll believe it when I see it at this point. And if he's not going to be a part of it, then the shotgun run game and the under center run game, the numbers back it up. They are just better running from under center. Around the building, you'll hear some of the players like confused at why we talk so much about under center. But again, the numbers bear it out. We talked about the stat earlier in the week because I want to ask you about it. Jalen's EPA on scrambles, like just as a scrambler, is the lowest it's been rank wise in his career. And to me, that's the alarm bell right there. Like to me, like what makes him special is those types of plays, not necessarily just as a runner, but extending plays, making play, evading pressure, making plays downfield. You kind of need that with Jalen. He needs that out of structure stuff because to me, he's not good enough in structure to supplement. He needs the other stuff to kind of build around it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. His comp is Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Like, Russ was a terrific quarterback, a winning quarterback, right?
Right.
And he would scramble to be able to move and make plays down the field. And similarly, he threw a really good deep ball. Now, there were different types, but still, there was
and didn't throw over the middle of the field very often.
Jalen throws a beautiful deep ball, right? Like, they're short, right? So shorter quarterbacks, you need that. Unless you're going to be Drew Brees and take 11-step drops, which is not him, right? Like, you got to do that. Now, Baldy saw the tape, and Baldy said his eyes were down.
Yeah, and Jalen does that. He has that tendency at times, especially if the rush gets to him a couple of times, his eyes drop. And you hear from people all the time that like that is like the kiss of death at quarterback. You have to have the periphery. You have to have the pocket awareness. To me, that's the one.
Your question as to why those plays haven't been working. And you saw the other thing when he's holding on to the ball, he's like the worst in football.
Yeah, over 2.5 seconds. It just drops drastically there. So to me, like that is what they need to figure out this offseason. Because I think if you're giving Jalen the benefit of the doubt, he's a rhythm player. He's a player that we've seen him be play at a high level in different offensive systems. You have to figure out how to get some of that dynamic play back, whether it's however you can. I don't know what it looks like, but it has to be a part of it. He's not the type of quarterback that you want him dropping back 30 times a game and throwing passes in the structure of the offense the whole time. And that's not a slight. Most quarterbacks aren't. They need that out of structure stuff to kind of go with what you're going to get from the scheme. And the
Yeah.
scheme's, for the record, the scheme's not elaborate enough for him to just be in structure with the scheme all the time. We see the times where he doesn't have answers in the pass game. So it's a multifaceted thing, but to me, that's the one that I was most concerned with looking post bye week,
Totally.
especially.
And if you look
Yeah.
around the league, a lot of great quarterbacks play, outside of structure. I mean, Mahomes
Yeah.
is the rare guy that can play in and inside and outside of it. But there's a lot of guys that can play outside of structure, and Herbert's like that. Herbert will play outside of structure. There's a lot of guys like that, and that's not a slight. Listen, the in structure guys, Dak, that's in structure, right?
Yeah.
Boom. But he's got the offense, he's got the receivers, right? And he gets the ball out. So
Right.
you got to figure out, I agree with you, you got to figure out what's your identity in the pass game? What are you in the pass game? Because if he's not willing to run or look downfield, then you may have to move him a little bit, move the pocket, and get the ball out quicker.
Yeah, and more under center stuff. And Mina Kimes said something interesting on the show earlier this week. They have to have a good run game to make this work with Jalen, because he's not going to throw over the middle of the field. You need to get single high looks somehow. So a lot of this is offseason stuff, but it's also going to be important for the next couple of weeks to figure out if they can find answers on the fly here.
Where are they at health wise?
Yeah, Fred Johnson's.
Fred, I'm kind of worried
that
about
one's an interesting
Fred.
one. Usually when you pop up on the injury report with a limited designation like that, it means you got hurt during practice. Now, I'm not positive if that's what happened with Fred. I think today is going to be really telling, but no, that's a big one. I mean, obviously Lane is going to need at least another week here. So, I mean, it's Fred in line at right tackle with Max Crosby on the on the opponent sheet there. That's a big deal. So no, I think practice today is going to be really telling with Fred, whether or not he's able to manage it. And again, usually when you see that pop, that thing, it pops up, they pop up on it limited, that means that they left midway through. So definitely one to keep an eye on over the next 24 hours here.
Yeah, you got Max, man. You're looking up at Max on that side.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
if he can't
Matt
go,
Pryor.
what's your answer?
I don't feel great about any of the answers. I mean, it's probably Matt Pryor, which I think he's more of a guard than a tackle. So.
Yes, that is correct. He is more. Now, do you feel, when I look at this game, I'm like, all right, they can't lose to Kenny Pickett. This whole Kenny Pickett revenge tour thing is crazy to me. This has to be, a get right game. I don't know. I keep looking at it and go, I don't see how the Raiders stay close.
Yeah, I agree with you. Fran made the point earlier this week that this could be like that Cardinals game from 2023 where you just can't imagine how they lose it, and then it's just like a ball control slugfest type of situation. God. So I want to make sure that there's a chance, but I'm mostly with you. And honestly, I'll be honest, being around there all week, I was more concerned last week than I probably was coming out of this week. Last week there was a lot of defiance, head in the sand. The people are saying the sky's falling. This week it's been more real, more honest accounting of where they're at as a team, and the fact that they've got to get themselves out of it. There hasn't been, at least not yet, a positivity bunny around the locker room or anything like that. I think that there's sort of a backs against the wall type of energy more so this week, and I think that that's appropriate. I think that that's probably more conducive to getting this thing fixed. So I ended up picking them in our social media predictions here, and I feel mostly the same way you do. It's just they can't lose this game.
Well, I keep going back to the defense, and I keep going back to, this is not 2023. Their defense is really good. They're, again, the Raiders are really bad. I just keep coming down. I know they lost 3 in a row, and could this be the spiral that we're all missing and don't want to see? I guess I still kind of resistant to it.
So the 2023 comparison is an interesting one. I'm going to workshop this with you here because I heard this from a player, and I don't know where I come down on it yet, but it's interesting. No matter what you think of it, I think it's interesting. I was asking him about Nick, and like his presence in the meeting room and kind of this adjustment that he's made here, where he's been more present and more involved in the offensive game planning. And this guy was telling me that he feels like that was a reflection of 2023, where Nick didn't make the drastic change. He didn't go from the flipping DC play callers and make the big panic move late in the season. And they were saying how they appreciated that. They thought it was actually a better change where it's a more subtle thing, more gradual, not like knee jerk. Now, on one hand, like you look at the Eagles offense, did they need a subtle change or did they need a big change? But I found it interesting. I hadn't heard anybody make that argument before, because you think about when he did, kind of I know he didn't fire Sean Desai, but when he kind of cast Sean Desai aside, he didn't have a great answer in Matt Patricia to replace him. I mean, you could make the same argument with Kevin Patullo now, where it's like they didn't have like a ready-made play caller on staff.
Well,
so, I don't know. I found it interesting.
If you talk to Matt will tell you that the thing was a disaster and that there was no way he was going to be able to save it. It was already a disaster. And
yeah, I mean,
one day we'll talk. It was interesting. I buy that. Again, they were in dire straits really on both sides of the ball. Certainly defensively, but even offensively, they had their, historically, this offense is not consistent. It'll have big moments and then it'll have stall. Couple that with a bad defense, and it's kind of what you get. This is a great defense, and I say great, I mean it. I think only the Texans are better. I like it better than Denver. So, I think that's stability. And again, I don't know how much is Patullo's fault. Like, I really don't. We can talk
it's
about
hard to separate it.
I think he gets a piece of it, obviously. Yeah. But like the O-line, Jalen, like it's kind of a composite. It's so I don't know. I think it's a smart move. Sirianni just coming in.
Yeah, and I think that at the very least, I think it did not signal to players as much of a panic, dire straits situation. So we'll see how. I think the results are going to inform how this decision is viewed. But in the interim, I did find it interesting that some of the players were appreciative that it wasn't this knee jerk big shakeup mid-season.
The Acu Vinny forecast is out. My buddy Vinny is a meteorologist, so I call him Acu Vinny. He said it's going to be very windy. The snow will be out by 7, and then winds will come in, frigid temperatures, wind chills in the teens, and gusts 10 to 20. That's not conducive to throwing the football.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe my score prediction's a little too high. I mean, and I was still predicting a low-scoring game here, but especially I feel like you got, as much as we can talk about how Jalen's looked in the elements, like Kenny Pickett on the other side, he's going to get really affected by that. I mean, obviously he's got the smaller hands, like well documented, but even like just arm strength, I could see him struggling in the elements even more. So no, I mean, I do think that that's probably the one thing that could make the passing game more conservative, more like we've seen it at times this season. But again, I think they do need to lean into being expansive. They can't keep paring it back every time that Jalen struggles.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, last thing, Jeremy Fowler reported that you saw it, that the Eagles will be, and Howie will be looking at the quarterback draft in 26.
Yeah, it doesn't really surprise me. I think what's actually probably more interesting this upcoming offseason is what they do with Tanner McKee. Yeah, given how Jalen's played the last couple of weeks, if they feel confident enough to kind of reset that quarterback 2 spot. But even if Jalen was playing great, you probably wouldn't say day 2, but you probably would have expected them to draft a quarterback. So, this is what they do. I think it's a smart way to be, especially, listen, like, Jalen's play and the state of where things are at right now, like they're going to be proactive at that position. They were going to be anyway, but I think it makes sense. I take it for what it is, that they're going to probably be even more proactive this offseason if it continues this way.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. EJ, 2:00, buddy. We love you. You're killing it. We'll be watching and reading. Become a diehard. You get all of EJ's stuff. It's brilliant, along with Fran and the draft guide. You need it right now. Thanks, EJ.
Thanks, guys. Talk soon.
Here he is, E.J. Smith. All right, let's take a quick TO, talk about our friends, and then we come back with Baldy. Oh, Friday with Baldy next. Big football weekend, NFL all over the place. Birds 11 over the Raiders. Going to be some weather. The total 38.5. Wow, it's going to be a good one, man. Birds got to get right. They got to roll this team. You can bet it on the BetPark Sportsbook online casino app. Check it out. Same game parlays, all the props that you want. You got futures. The bowl season is here. The college football playoffs, hockey, Sixers tonight. It's all there right on the app. Plus, you got all the live casino games, live dealer blackjack and roulette and craps, all the hot online slots that you find. Check it out. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours, plus 250 free spins on the BetParks exclusive Tree Wishes. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Maryland. Gambling problem? Please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Elkins Chevrolet is run by brothers, real brothers, and huge Birds fans. And this holiday season, they're making sure you get a deal that will feel just as good as that Birds win. They've got a big inventory of Chevy trucks and SUVs, and there's no better time to grab one at a price that won't last. Whether it's getting to the game, to work, or hitting the road this holiday season, you're going to roll into the new year in the perfect ride at a perfect price. Elkins Chevrolet, real brothers, real deals, and a whole lot of honking good service. Elkins Chevrolet, right there on Route 73 in Marlton, New Jersey. Shop at elkinschevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
All right, let's do it. Let's drive with Baldy. Yeah, on the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
Baldy, Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Baldy, Baldy. Oh, he likes meats and football. Oh, Baldy.
It's the man. He's ready to go.
Morning, brothers.
Let's go, man. I want to tackle you. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's do a little Oklahoma drill to start the Friday.
Yes. Yes.
They do Oklahoma drills anywhere anymore?
Yeah, we kids, we do it.
Baldy would love Run Nation, the new Australian sport.
Yeah.
What is that? What's
There's
that,
a
bro?
sport.
It's
in
basically an
Australia.
Oklahoma drill.
Two guys. You have the video? Well, Baldy, watch it.
Sure, I know Baldy's in on this.
This is awesome.
It's
Send me
basically
this video.
Oklahoma drills.
Send me this video. I want to turn it into a breakdown.
Yes.
That would be
Yes.
awesome.
Do it.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, you'll love it.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's a pop. Yeah, I love it.
Isn't that awesome?
I like that. Oh, he's hurt. All right. I like that more than that slap thing that people do.
Yeah, the slap fights.
Yeah, the slap fight. I like this one better.
Oh, I do too. It's way
Oh,
better.
this is good. They
I
knocked
do-
themselves out here.
I have my kids do that.
But you know what I don't
for
see
the
there.
Oklahoma drill.
How do they do that without a blue tent? You know, everybody has to go in the blue tent these days. You know, you get a cold, you got to go in the blue tent. Like, I just want to get rid of the tent. Get rid of the tent. Man. I want to see if the bone is sticking out. I want to see it.
The positive bunnies in the blue tent.
Yeah, positive bunny.
All right. I want you to diagnose the Eagles offense and what they should do, right? You saw some good things amidst the turnovers. You know the state of the run game. You know the state of the O-line. What's your best advice to proceed offensively?
I mean, a lot of this stuff is concentration, and concentration leads to execution. Like the drop passes have to stop. Like that's not who they should be. You're paying these guys, like, and it's a bad coaching point to say catch the ball, but why are you dropping it? Like, is it more time on the jug machine? Is it looking into your hands? There's a fundamental to catching the ball. There just is. I mean, if AJ's got both hands extended and Cam Hart is pulling his arm down, like there's something that AJ could do in that spot to make sure that he secures the catch. So I would say get back to the fundamentals of the game, like looking the ball into your hands. All right. Just not reaching out carelessly with one hand. If you, like somebody said, well, AJ should catch that ball with one hand. Well, I go, that's not the fundamentals of football. When if you can put two hands on a ball, you put two hands on a ball. If Odell Beckham, can reach back and catch, okay, that's fine. But that's not how you're supposed to do it. If you could get two hands on a ball, you get two hands on a ball. If with the one penalty that bugs me more than any other penalty in football, and I saw it last night a bunch, is these wide receivers blocking on the perimeter that are grabbing jerseys. Like you should never grab somebody's jersey out there ever. There's ways to block these guys without ever putting your hands on them. You can shield them. You can keep your feet moving. Penalties, in large part, are the result of being out of position. So the way you get in position is by good feet, keep your feet underneath it, and keep your eyes on the target. Like you would eliminate a lot of defensive pass interference penalties and illegal contact and all that stuff if you played with your feet. And that's what the Eagles did last week. The defensive backs played very well with their feet last week. And so I'd get back to, the fundamentals. And then, look, if the quarterback, you can't legislate how the quarterback plays, whether it's Jalen Hurts or Stafford. You can't they have to play what they see. You could train them all week. Play action, speedo route, post dig, read the free safety drives on the dig, you throw the post. I mean, there's some basic fundamentals to this thing, but the ball does have to come out on time. And so that's something that I would be rehearsing with Jalen, just even in individual drills and warm-up drills, get the ball out fast, and then get the location.
Would you continue with an expansive pass game? This week's weather aside, because it's going to be cold and windy, but would you continue trying to, expand the pass game? Or would you go back to what they always do, which is like the turtle offense? Rely on your defense and try to grind out a win.
This is the Raiders, and I played on a bad team. Like the Raiders are a bad team. And typically what happens to bad teams is they can focus and they can come off the plane and they can have their game faces on and they could probably play, play a close game for a little while, but eventually the wheels come off. And when they come off, they can't really stop it. Now we'll see what Pickett does this week. We know that he's got small hands. He's not a very elusive guy. We know, it's going to be windy, probably cold. Like, has he got a glove on? Like, I would go test that arm of his, and see if he can hang on to the ball. Like, this is a game, honestly, if I'm an Eagle defender, selfishly, I'm looking for my numbers. If I'm Jordan Davis and I'm going up against Meredith or one of these, weak-ass offensive linemen of theirs, like, I'm thinking about just abusing them and getting the ball out of Kenny Pickett's hands. Like, for Pro Bowl voting is coming up. Like, this is a week to get your numbers, and so whatever that might be, tip balls, like getting the ball out of Pickett's hands, like, getting to Pickett, running your twist stunts. They're not very good about picking them up. They're not very well coached. This shouldn't be, after halftime, this game should not be close.
Yeah. Yeah. How about like big picture, looking ahead to the playoffs and all that? How would you proceed offensively? Like, that's really the question. Would you turtle up, or would you be the turtle offense, or would you try to, be expansive in the pass game and risk the turnovers?
Well, sometimes the conditions in December affect how aggressive you are.
Right.
Like, I watched Sean Payton last week beat the Raiders. Like, didn't throw a ball past 10 yards the whole day, not once. Like they played a very conservative style, not turtle, but conservative. They did not throw any go balls. They literally held the ball and choked the Raiders out in the middle of the octagon by holding it for 40 minutes. And it was 7-7, it was 14-7, and then the game blew open, and the Raiders couldn't move the ball outside of the opening drive of the game, and they just blew the game open. Like something, but that can be dictated by circumstances. They played indoors at Allegiant Stadium, but I felt like Sean Payton wanted to play a particular style because they might have to play that style in a playoff game. That's what I think. Sean might fight me on that. That's fine, but that's what it looked like. But
yeah, it looked like that to me too. It's funny. I'm what are they doing? Like, how come they're so concerned? I'm thinking, well, maybe it's that what you said, that at some point you're gonna have to play like that, and then maybe it's they don't want to show anything because it's the Raiders, so we're gonna go completely vanilla and kind of do that. But I thought the same thing you did. Like that, it was odd how they attacked them.
Well, let me ask you this about Jalen. You got a pipeline inside there. How much of it is like he's going to play his own game, regardless of what's called, right?
Yeah.
So I would think that after the game that he played last week, and it wasn't all his fault, but when you turn the ball over like that, I'm not really even going to count the fumble off the interception. I mean, that's just I don't even think he had the ball long enough for it to be a fumble. But regardless, I just feel like he's not going to let that happen again. And he's going to go back to his old ways. Like if it's not there, he's not throwing it, which is fine. They've won a lot of games with that style. But what he has compensated with throughout his career is he's been an excellent deep ball thrower. He just has. He puts the ball beyond, he just has a good touch on it.
Yes.
Go back to week 1 against the Cowboys when we hit that deep ball to John.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
He
I
has
agree.
a good touch. So you want to go play action and take some shots against this Raiders secondary, and outside of Max Crosby, they don't really have much of a pass rush. So take your shots and play conservative. That's fine. And as long as you can run the ball, they're decent against. You'll see Thomas Booker, the ex-Eagle, in there. They're pretty good against the run. Like they come down and Jamal Adams will come down and strike you. They're okay, but I would continue to work on the run game. I thought Malata played really well last week, and so I feel like play to your strengths, run the ball, take your shots, and just continue to go back your ways of we're not putting the ball in harm's way, and just get a win.
Yeah, no, I'm so with you. I was talking about mail out earlier. I want more off the edge stuff. I want to attack the edges more with Saquon. I mean, look, Mailata is the guy that I want to run behind, man. Like I want to do that. I know the tight ends present an issue. I get it, but come on, man. Like you got to be more out. You got to give me more off the edges.
I want to see Malata on toss crack with him pulling out there. A quarterback, you could put quarterback, whether it's toss or quarterback keeper. I want to see him out there on the perimeter. Like there's just not many people that can run like that and can get out of his stance the way he does. And then, just some basic, wide zones where you really stretching them and letting Saquon, find some daylight, let him make the cuts, let him make the decisions.
But here's the problem, Baldy. You're spot on. But the quarterback has to be under center. He's got to be under.
I think the wide zone is much better with the quarterback under center. And then you have all of the options and play action.
You're going to run a stretch play. I mean,
yeah, no, I mean, you can run stretch and give it a short toss. You can. It's just not. It's a slower play.
It is.
It just seems slower.
And that's their run game. Their run game is slow developing. When you see those inside zones, you wonder why there's penetration. It's a slow developing run game, and the quarterback has to embrace being under center. He fights it. I mean,
you saw last time with Kirk Cousins and Bijan, they got some good wide zone runs, against Tampa last night.
I loved. Did you see the play? I love putting Bucky. They had Bucky and White under center. Bucky was under center, and they ran like a read option with Bucky and White. It was fun. Listen, I was talking about it earlier. Did freaking Tampa? You got a plethora of skilled people. Everybody got healthy, right? So you got Bucky's back. He looks great. White, Tucker, who's a between the tackles runner. Evans looks fantastic. Godwin was back, had a big catch. You got Ibuka and McMillan, who I love, is there. Like, and the Falcons committed 19 penalties, and you lost.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they did, and they surrendered a 28-14 lead.
Yeah.
And so they didn't finish. Todd Bowles went off, last night after the game, rightfully so.
Yeah, F that. He was great.
Yeah, but I want to know who you're directing it at. Who are you putting it on? Are you putting it on the defense? Are you putting it on the offensive line? Are you putting it on Baker? Who are you putting it on? Because not everybody stunk, But there's the whole thing is slipping away for the first. They've won the division 4 years or 5 years in a row. They've been to the playoffs every year. But Carolina, they played Carolina a couple of times now, so we'll see. But Carolina could overtake them the way that they, and be honest with you, they played at home last week. They lost to New Orleans, and they had one of these, gully washers, right? That came through the game. The rain just came down sideways. The field got ripped up. The field was horrible. It was a cow pasture last night.
Yeah.
And so, some people were like, well, playing, I don't know, in Philly in December or playing in Green Bay or some of these places. I'm like, I'd rather play on a dry, cold field than a wet, soggy field any day.
Totally.
Guys slipping all the time last night.
Oh, yeah. The footing was horrible. Hey, real quick, back to the Raiders for a second. What do you see from Genty? I love Genty coming out, but is it just up front, the fact they have no pass game, no O-line? But what are you seeing from the kid?
I haven't seen anything.
I know.
I don't think he's had a 100-yard day. I don't see explosive runs. I don't see.
Now
maybe he needs runways. Maybe he needs runways the way Saquon does, and he can't make people miss. That looks to be a part of it. The offense line is dreadful. Even going back this year, Jackson Powers Johnson was their set. He was a center at Oregon. He was a second-round pick. He's a good player, tough kid, and he wanted to be the center. And they played him at right guard, and he's not a good right guard. He's a better center. They wanted this Meredith to be center. Then they had problems with him. They moved him to guard. Now, they're just awful. They're just terrible right now.
I know. It was weird because Genty ran through contact in college.
Yeah, but that was he did at Boise, but he also got to the secondary. He got a little bit of a head start before he started running people over. He doesn't look like a guy that that can just create offense.
Yeah,
that can just I played with Dorsett, and if I missed a block, or I played with Dickerson, when I missed a block, those guys still made yards.
Yeah,
he doesn't look like he has that ability to do it.
Nah, bizarre, man. All right, Sunday. One of the great, there's a couple great games, man.
Great games.
Bills and Patriots in Foxborough. And this is where, the Patriots are going to flex. This is a revenge game. Patriots beat them in Buffalo. And this is, this division at stake, all kinds of things. How do you see it?
This is going to be in the hands of the coordinators, coaches, the decisions that they make. We know Josh is going to give it everything. He's going to leave it all on the field like he did last week. But, the signature win that the Patriots have, they have the easiest schedule in the league. And there is something to that. Denver's got the second easiest schedule. They're both 11-2. You're just stacking up a bunch of tomato cans. But their signature win was going to Buffalo and beating them 23-20 that day. The Patriots need this game to really sharpen all of their edges to get ready for the postseason. They could be, depending what Denver does here, they could end up being the number one seed. And it all goes through Foxborough. And it's you're going backwards in time the way it used to be. But they're very well coached. They don't beat themselves. Their secondary, when you put Christian Gonzalez and Marcus Jones and you put Davis out there, Carlton Davis, their secondary is as good as anybody's.
Yeah.
And then the way they've overcome the loss of Milton Williams. And so, but their guys inside really, they play traditional Patriot defense. They're excellent two-gappers. They don't give up much rushing yards. So James Cook, like Ken Buffalo's offensive line, pierce him because not many teams have. So there's like a lot of things that play here, including the division. Like if Buffalo wins it, they're 10-4, and they're only a game behind New England. They could still catch them. They lose, New England is going to be crowned the new champion. And then just Vrabel's attention to detail throughout a game, Josh McDaniels' ability to really dust off plays that we might have seen 15 years ago that worked. He still can do that kind of stuff with Drake May because he's such a good student. So this is marquee. This is a playoff game. It's going to be played like a playoff game.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it. I wish the Bills would give Allen a weapon, man. He just got no way. He had nothing on the outside to throw to.
It's funny, in that first game that they lost, Stephon Diggs had his best game of the year.
Yeah.
I almost felt like it was revenge.
It was like a Thursday night game, I think it was, yeah.
Diggs had over 100 yards receiving, 8 catches. He went off.
Yeah.
They don't have a guy. Now, Dalton Kincaid is their guy. He got him back last week. He had a good game. But they're a 3 tight end. This Jackson Hawes, the rookie tight end, 5th-round pick, that guy's a great blocker. Great blocker. And so they got their offense line healthy right now. They should be in pretty good shape. It should be, a pretty titanic matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then the other one, we got Mikey there. Let's bring Mikey up too. Let Mikey join the conversation. That was Sunday Night Football. I knew it was a standalone game, a night game. The Rams and Lions, Stafford against the Lions secondary, banged up. I mean, he may throw for 500 yards.
Well, here's the thing, is that the people are saying that, the Lions haven't lost 2 games in a row, right? For forever. Well, they also haven't won 2 games in a row in forever. They literally haven't stacked 2 wins together since they had an early season 4-game win streak. So they've gone 9 weeks without winning back-to-back games. Now that pattern works against them in Los Angeles, because if you can't get to Matt Stafford the way, I don't know what Arizona was doing last week. That was the worst performance by a team I've seen all year. It was pathetic. But the coaching mattered too, and the coaching was pathetic. And he should be called out for it. But you give Matt Stafford time, literally. I mean, it's like going to the state fair and winning the teddy bear, the biggest teddy bear. He's going to knock down every milk carton. He's not going to miss. Nakua was amazing. And if you get to the 5-yard line, the ball is going to Devontae Adams.
He wins. He wins every route. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I asked him a couple weeks ago when the Rams were playing the Eagles. I said, "How many releases do you have, Tay?" And he was like, "Baldy, I don't really count because the circumstances dictate what I do. But I could dial you up 8 right now and show you. He just have a release for whatever, with corners inside, outside, off, double, the brackets inside. He sees it all. He's already said, when Stafford retires, I'm retiring. I'm here as long as Stafford's here. He's never. I mean, Aaron was Aaron, and he was the MVP, Aaron. But now he's got another MVP to throw him the ball. There's no hospital balls anymore. He's having fun. So they've got everything. They got the tight ends. They got the backs. You watch this Alaric Jackson. Nobody talks about it. He doesn't have a holding penalty all year. He started every game, played every snap. He's a good player at left tackle.
Let's bring Mikey up because Mikey's got the game. Mikey's going to be in New England on Sunday from the NFL Network, our hometown brother, Mike Garafolo. So you're going to be in New England on Sunday for the rematch.
Yeah, and talked to people on both sides of this game. And I went back and watched that first game. I in my head, New England had gone in there and really dominated and controlled the game. And then you went back and watched it, and I was like, the first quarter, Buffalo shot themselves on a few things. They had a speed sweep that resulted in a fumble. There was another turnover, another interception. They had some penalties that were costly. And then at the end of the game, they kick a field goal to tie it, and then New England goes back and wins it. And they had a shot at the end zone, so they score a touchdown there. It's a little bit different. So you got to go back and you go, okay, you know how it's going to be with Vrabel. His team's going to play sound, solid football. I think that was also a coming out party for Drake May. had a couple of beautiful throws on the run. One of them to Diggs that you were talking about, Baldy. And you know he was motivated that night. You know he's going to be motivated to drive a stake into their heart on Sunday as well, and they know that too as well. So it's just like in a lot of ways a fascinating game for me. Buffalo's done a better job of running the football. They still feel like their run defense has been a little bit better of late. They still feel like early in the season it wasn't as bad as we were saying. There were just these big plays that were adding to the yardage, so they feel like they still were okay in that department. So I can't believe the game's at 1 o'clock. Like you talked about Sunday Night Football. How did they not put this in a bigger window right now?
Hey, just a heads up, Mike. You probably already know this, but the one thing about Vrabel, like he always comes down the field before the game. He checks out the field, the conditions. He walks the whole field. He's very accessible, though. If you have a question that you want to fire at him, game day, like you can go get Mike, and he's pretty good. He's pretty good in those moments.
Yeah, I remember him doing some Arrival interviews for networks and providing some good insight, which a lot of coaches are just so tunnel folk, and you think that would be him. But yeah, you're right. That's awesome. So hopefully I get a chance to see him. But I'm fired up for this game, and and you're
right. It should be Sunday night. Why didn't they flex it?
The Sunday night game's a weird one too, isn't it? Hold on.
It's with Minnesota.
Ew.
Yeah. Probably protected. You know what I mean? Like, that's the other. They don't tell you which ones are protected because CBS and Fox can hold on to some of these games.
Even the early games are protected.
I'm pretty sure they can. Yeah,
I thought it was only the 425s.
I don't know. I don't know the rules, but if that's the case, that they just there's got to be a reason. There's no reason they would have left this thing at 1 o'clock.
I think there's one or two they can protect outside of the fours.
Yeah.
This Mike, this Drake May is really impressive.
Oh.
And in this league, God, do we need good quarterbacks? We need good young quarterbacks. Like we need Drake to continue to escalate and be a star because when the games are in the hands of these backups, and it's just dreadful. It's just hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like this is a marquee matchup with two really, with great, playmakers at that position.
You know what Cuz would love about him too is that he's a leader in the traditional sense, a lot of ways. And I was talking to Christian Ellis about this yesterday, their linebacker, and he said he's just great about making sure everybody's involved and understanding that what they're doing is important to the whole thing. And it's so funny. So I wound up telling him the story that when I was at the Senior Bowl a couple of years ago, Drake wasn't in the Senior Bowl, but he had his throwing coach down there, and he was working with Rivers too, I believe.
Yeah.
And they were working out on the side field at the Super Bowl. Well, here come the specialists while the practice is going on to practice on that field. And Drake's throwing. He takes a second. Hey guys, how's it going? How's the week going? Talking to the kicker, punter, and holder. Getting all their feedback on what's happening there, and a little bit of I could only hear like bits and pieces of it. And his agent was standing next to me. He's like, "This is him. Like this is him. Just like making sure everybody understands that they're important and they understand and he's not doing it because he doesn't know your media, so he's not putting on a show.
Yeah.
Right. It was like four of us standing around here, so that's what he's about, and he's done a great job of that.
I love him. I love that kid, and he throws. He throws such a beautiful ball. Like when he's at Ryan Williams down the field, like it's gorgeous. It's the perfect way to play quarterback.
Yeah, Josh is right where he needs to be. Like he's done the head coach. Like he's a great coordinator. He really. You talk to Drake, and you talk to the guy, Will Campbell. Like the attention to detail, like it is like you show up, and ain't nobody sleeping in those meetings. Like you show up and you are plugged in. Like there's no like, oh, I've seen this before. Like it is, it starts with Vrabel, with just and that's what when you talk to these guys, it's like, yeah, we know what we're doing because we had it pounded into us all week long. Like they're one of those teams that because the way that they execute is because of how they practice, and that is directly from Belichick and what Mike got from there, and so I feel like that part of the organization is as good as it gets in this business right now. And you could see when they try different things and it works, you go, well, it works because they probably did it 10 times and walked through it.
Yeah.
And so like that's good stuff.
Hey, guys, what do you make? Let's stay in the AFC for a second because it's so wild, right? Like Chiefs, Lamar, like you name it, like you're not going to have those in the playoffs. What do you, Mikey, first, what are you hearing as far as, the future of a lot of guys?
Which team you're talking about?
Well, in the
Both?
AFC, you have big teams. I mean, first of all, Kansas City is going to be out. I mean, look at them.
Seems that way.
Travis,
Yeah.
Travis looks like you can see in his face. He almost looks like, wow, man, this could be it type of thing.
But yeah,
What's
he'll
wrong
control.
with Baltimore? I mean, it's all over it's wild.
Yeah.
The AFC.
Yeah, Travis will control that part. Obviously, that'll make the decision for them. I think, and yeah, I can't imagine he's back for more after this year. But who knows what's going on in his head. I would, and you know this. I mean, Andy's never been one to rest on his laurels. Like you could sit there and say, well, we still got Mahomes, we still got these. We're still a really good team, and a couple of breaks here, maybe we're in the playoffs, and if we're in the playoffs, maybe we're in the Super Bowl. Like that's not the way Andy thinks, especially at this point in his career. I mean, how much longer do you have? I mean, this is where you want to really capitalize. So if it's a transformative year off season for the Chiefs at different levels, I'm talking coaching personnel. I'm like,
I mean,
I would not
Spags
be
could
surprised.
theoretically get a job. I mean,
Also, would hope to see that. Yeah. Eventually. Nagy's going to be up for a few, but we'll see. So I think this could be a transformative offseason in a lot of ways for the Chiefs. Baltimore with Lamar, I keep waiting for the magic bullet answer down there, and he's just not getting it, right? I said, well, is he banged up? Yeah, a little bit, but that doesn't explain like why this passing game has fallen off the way that it has, and he hasn't been able to escape the way that he's been. At times, he's been trying to escape. He can't get that done.
And even,
so it's
even
like
his throws, like he's really erratic. It reminds me of when he was a young quarterback, like where you see it, Baldy. Like you're looking at it. He's erratic. He was never this erratic. Like he's turned himself into a really good thrower, and he's not anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
no, he had a good ascension under Todd Monken. Like he really improved. And I was there last week announcing that game, and he wasn't elusive, as Mike just said. He's not. There is no splash plays where you go, wow, like there's nobody else could do this the way that we used to do it almost weekly with him. Now, the last throw in the end zone where Andrews. I mean, he's got DeAndre Hopkins for the win right there. I still think the touchdown to Isaiah likely was a touchdown. Maybe we're talking differently about him. Had opportunities right there at the end of the game to do it, brought him down the field. But the offensive line has not been good. Derrick Henry's not running like he did last year. And so they've got to upgrade there. But it used to be like it didn't matter. Like he was indefensible for 2 or 3 straight years in a row. He was, no matter what you did, you blitzed him, whatever you wanted to do, like he had an answer for it. And that's not the case right now.
all right. Let's go to the NFC. I want you guys to, now that we're in December, the best NFC teams in your eyes, the most dangerous NFC teams in your eyes, 1 through 4. Baldy, start.
I flip a coin with Seattle and the Rams. Like they look like 1 or 2 or 1A and 1. And then I'd probably go Green Bay. And that obviously we'll find out what goes on out there. And then, I would go probably like Chicago, and I think Chicago is better than Philly. They went to Philly and beat them, so I'd go Chicago is right there, and then I'd probably go Philly and San Francisco, 5-6, somewhere around there. And I don't think anybody from the South, whether it's Carolina or Tampa right now, is they look like they just look like they're a team that's going to go to the playoffs and get beat.
Mike?
I don't think it's a coin. I think I give the Rams a significant enough edge that it's a clear 1 for me over the Seahawks. And I still can't get the and we're going to find out next week. I think is the Thursday game between those 2 teams.
Next
Thursday night.
Darnold at home now this time. He just looked a little too skittish for my liking the last time these 2 teams played. That first interception kind of falling away from it. And it's like, okay, this is great. You can put up great numbers and your team can win a lot of games, but the game that we need, the big game at the end of the season, can you deliver? That to me is like why I've got to go Stafford and the Rams over the Seahawks at this point. I like Green Bay. It's just like these lows that you're seeing, right? When it's not right. And it's like, well, the Carolina
They are
loss.
manic, man. They can look so good. And listen, if their weapons are healthy, but then all of a sudden, you're right. Then all of a sudden they look horrible. I'm like, what? Like, what happened to them?
Baldy did a great breakdown on our show the last night or the night before on Micah, and it was the longest breakdown he's ever done on the air, and it was amazing because you had to show him in so many different ways that they're using him and the impact that he's having. It was unbelievable. So that's I'd go LA, I'd go Green Bay, then I'd go Seattle. And are you 100% convinced the Eagles are going to beat the Raiders? I'm not there. I'm like,
I'm there.
95, and that scares me, right? Yeah. Like, why can't I get to 100?
Is there a world where I think the Eagles could lose a plane of existence?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
So how are they in the top 4 if you're even having that thought enter your brain? Right?
No, because like here's why, Baldy. I could like it. Listen, I don't think they're going to lose the game, and I keep saying they're not going to lose. There's no way. There's no way.
Right.
But like, could they lose this game on a fluke 9-6? Yeah.
Listen,
like
let me just settle this little argument here. I believe the Eagles defense is going to outscore the Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I don't care if the offense shows up. The defense is going to outscore.
Yeah. Well, it should.
Hey, listen.
It should.
That's the worst offense I've
anytime you leave it up to that, that's Mike's point. I mean, listen. Okay. Mike's not saying they're going to lose. Mike's just saying.
No, I hear what Mike's saying.
I'm not 100%
No, but
convinced.
they've given you no reason to trust them or to believe in them on offense. They've given you no reason, week in, week out. Like, even after me and Mike were there week 1 when the Cowboys came to town, and like they had that lightning intermission, so everything shut down. Both teams, like the Eagles, literally should have just stayed in the locker room after the last 20 minutes of the game. They didn't move the ball at all. You know, if CD doesn't drop those balls, like they lose that game.
They do.
Like from the very beginning, they've taken a long nap during every game.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're saying, Mikey. I love this Eagles defense. Like, I love it. I think every level. I think the Texans are one, and I think the Eagles, you can make the argument, I'll take the Eagles over Denver. I think they're right there at 2, worst 3. Seattle's really good, but they're right there. That's a great defense. It's just they labor so much on offense. Everything is hard offensively for them.
I think the worst stat for an offense in football, and there's a million stats, but I think 3 and outs, when you lead the league in 3 and outs, that's a terrible stat.
And they do?
And they do. Like that's a bad, that's defines why they take these long naps and stretches where nothing happens.
But the reason why they shouldn't is because of how good they were on the ground last year.
Yes.
Right? Like,
yes.
And they would say, oh, we're gaining, an average of 4 to 5 yards on first down or whatever. Plus we've got the tush push. So it's really 2nd and 3 for us as soon as we
no doubt.
So that's not a 3 and out team in my mind. A 3 and out team is like, the one in Tampa Bay when they were trying to force the ball to AJ. Pass to AJ incomplete, pass to AJ incomplete. But that's not their DNA or shouldn't be their DNA. Other teams can have that DNA. So that is a frightening statistic right there.
Why aren't they, like, you look at the tush push, they have a 1st and goal at the 3. And they don't go, they run Barkley, okay, nothing. But then that's it. They don't go back to the tush push. It was actually the 2. And Nick was asked about it. He goes, well, it's the 2-yard line. Well, they ran it against the Giants from the 3, and they ran it twice to get in. Are they losing? Like, what are you seeing, Baldy, Mike?
Yeah,
what
I think they
hearing?
are. I think they are. I think they've changed their formation on it. They've changed their there was this Chargers game where they ran that end around on it, right? With Saquon. Yeah, exactly. I think they're spooked a little bit. I really do. And Jalen turned it over against the Bears and should have turned it over against the Giants when they ripped it out of his hands. Yeah. So I think they're a little spooked right now. And I think they're at the point where it's like, you want to ban it? All right, fine. No, we'll move on. We'll figure out something else.
Wow.
I actually think the whole tush push, and I'm a fan of it. Like, I think it should stay. But because they have been so good at it, and other teams have found different ways to use it. So the Eagles started it. But I actually think it's a bad crutch. Like if the Chicago Bears would never do that. Chicago Bears believe in knocking people off the ball. and they depend on it. Now, some of it is some formations and motions in order to get the look that they want. So I give Ben Johnson credit, but I like the teams that can just line up and knock you off the ball. Like I don't want my quarterback to be pushed from behind to get the yard. Like, let's just go earn the yard. And I feel like for so long, 3 years now, they've relied on that play, and to their benefit, they've gone to Super Bowls with it, the whole thing. But I feel like go earn the yard. Like, as an offense lineman, like, I don't want that noise out there saying that we just have this gimmick play, and that's why we're good.
Yeah. You guys are right. What quarterback, Mike, what are you hearing about Jalen and all the noise?
In what regard? Whether benching him is a realistic possibility? I don't think it is.
I don't
but
think.
I don't think it's a crazy question. By the way, I'm not going to say, "How dare you ask that question?" Like,
No,
it's a legitimate
they're
question.
not going to bench him because if they bench
Right.
him, they lose him, right? Like, they know
Yes.
that they lose him, so they're not
It's
benching him. I know this.
Yeah.
They're not.
It's
benching
Wentz
him.
all over.
But in that building, there is a lot of consternation.
Do you think if you took an honest to God survey of that building, and I know you know the answer to this, that you'd get 100% return that he should be the starting quarterback? No, you wouldn't. Right now, I'm not saying I'd vote that way. I'm just telling you, you know that, I know that, Baldy knows that. Like, there's probably some who say, not probably, definitely some who say, hey, when Tanner McKee runs in, it's just a little smoother operation, a lot smoother operation or whatever. But that's not his game. And you can't change this at this point, right? Like, the only thing you can do right now is the best you possibly can and convince this offensive line, with Lane eventually coming back, which I don't know what Baldy's hearing on that, but hopefully within the next couple of weeks here. And all of a sudden, like, you're running it better and you're kicking guys off the ball, and maybe Landon's feeling a little bit better, which I know every game he's sort of battling through, and just pray to God that you're getting a better push and you're running the ball better, and that's making life easy for him. That's the only thing you can do now in week 15. There's nothing else. There are no other options.
Yeah, you're right on. One of the issues of frustration down there is, all right, I need you to be part of the run game. He's not, and it's on him. And if you want to, you don't want to be under center, and you don't want to be a part of the run game out of shotgun. Like, what? There's something that has to give.
Yeah, I mean, look, every quarterback that has been a running quarterback in this league has gotten banged up. And this is the one year he hasn't gotten banged up, knock on wood. You know, I mean, we've seen all kinds of injuries. 3 years ago, Chicago, shoulder, we've seen him banged up. And I think when you get older, and he's getting older, I mean, it's 5-6 years now, but still, like, it takes its toll. And you can't be, like, Josh Allen's the one outlier in this whole thing that can still play as aggressively as he does, as running as often as he does. But everybody else has gotten broken at some point. And I feel like Jalen is sort of on that precipice, because he can still run away from some people, but he's still curling up right now and going down way too frequently, and to the point where we're not used to seeing it. But I understand trying to preserve yourself. Like, you get sick and tired of these injuries. Joe Burrow is out there. I don't know what that interview was the other day, but you can tell, like, it's crossing his mind. Like, I don't want to have to go through another rehab. I don't want to sit here and watch my teammates play, and I'm in the training room. Like, it weighs on you after a while.
Yeah.
That was some Andrew Luck type.
Yes.
And the pauses, like, it wasn't even so much what he was saying, but also every pause that he was taking in the middle there was like, oof.
Yeah. I remember one game, Indianapolis. You probably remember this, Mike. It was towards the end with Andrew, but they were playing Denver at home, and I remember I was there. That's why I remember it. And I think he got his spleen torn, like there was internal bleeding. Yeah. And it's like one of those things where like, he's a smart kid, Stanford grad. Like, you go, do I want to be dealing with all this traumatic stuff later on, or maybe not even later on, maybe in my 30s, because of these injuries that are piling up? Like, some of these guys are thinking about that stuff. They're not Aaron Rodgers. Like, they're thinking about this stuff now in their 20s, the way Andrew, because that caught everybody off guard. Yeah. When Andrew said, I'm done. But it can happen.
You know what's amazing? I went to an event in Palo Alto this summer, and I was hanging with Andrew, and we were talking about it. And we were talking about just his role in Stanford and everything he was doing. And he just got on a roll about the program and football and all that. And he goes, guys, I love football. But literally. And I'm thinking, here's a guy that walked away. There's my Collinsworth. Here's a guy walked away from the game, battered, and what the game did to him, and then says to me, God, there's still a love.
Yeah.
I'm sure Joe Burrow feels that way as well.
Yes.
But it's like what it does to you weighs on you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. The Jalen thing's so interesting because, like, I went back and looked at 2022. He was so much faster and quicker and just, man, in 2 years, you just see it, man. You see the pounding, and it does take its toll. And you could see it in that 3-year period from like the Super Bowl they lost that year to this year. He looks more beat up and slower.
Well, I mean, there was nobody built better for that role than Cam Newton. And look at Cam Newton at the end. Like Cam Newton went from jumping over people at the 5-yard line and scoring touchdowns to literally doing the same thing, sliding, getting down. I don't care how you're built. And Jalen is built as strong as anybody, but it slows you down.
Yeah. Boys, I know you got to run. Mike, have a great day in the city. All right, with your wife. Baldy, safe trip this weekend. Where are you at again?
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Head to Kansas City. We'll see if there's a funeral for the Chiefs at the end of this one. Or
I think they're going to beat the Chargers, right? They should beat the Chargers. Give Spags a hug. Look at that shit. He shrug. Wow.
All right.
Love you guys.
All
Thanks.
right. See you guys.
Thanks, boys.
See you, Mike.
There they are. That's the crew. Great stuff from the guys breaking it all down. Let's take a quick TO. Go through talk about some of our friends. Hey, gang, join me this holiday season and give the gift of entertainment this holiday season. That's right. The tickets to see national headliners at the Excite Center at Parks Casino. Man, something for everybody's taste. Just announced January 16th, Queensryche. March 6th, Candlebox. April 3rd, Cheap Trick. Plus, Aaron Lewis and the Stateliners on December 19th. January 17th, Grand Funk Railroad. January 31st, the Marshall Tucker Band and Jefferson Starship. Saturday, February 7th, Piano Men Generations, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. Comedian Tracy Morgan, March 14th. ParksCasino.com to buy tickets for all shows. Oh, man, got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Parks Casino, this is how you win.
Do you really want A.J. Brown back there returning punts? No. You want your star players making plays. It's not worth the time, risk, or money. And the same goes for your business. You don't want your top people buried in the monotonous day-to-day, tedious, time-consuming, redundant activities that wears a team down. And here's where Togo comes into play, an integrated part of your team, taking that work off your starter and star players' plates so they can focus on what moves the business forward. Every engagement starts with a free process and free engineering. No cost, no commitment, and they don't bill a dime until the real work starts. And with programs as low as $1,000 a month, you're not going to break the bank. At Togo, they turn your playbook into performance. You call the plays, they execute your way, and they advise you along the journey. Visit harnesstogo.com, scale smarter, work faster, and stay focused on winning.
All right. Time now for the 12 days of Cuzmas, bro.
Cuzmas.
All right. A lot of fun. Brought to us by our good friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. We are going to be live at Dick's Sporting Goods in Cherry Hill on Monday, 9 to 11. And again, we have a $500 gift card to give away. Perfect for the holidays. So you got to be there, though. You got to come in, you got to register, and then we're gonna give it away at the end of the show.
Draw it out of the hat. It's a great gift card.
Well, and I have the hat.
Oh, do you?
That we're gonna draw it out of. So this is awesome. So again, in the 12 days of Cuzmas, every day I pick something. It's either for my kids, my wife, myself. All right. This is something for the whole family. Sunday's going to be cold.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Gotta get those hand warmers.
Dick's Sporting Goods has it all.
Yeah.
Like if you
could go to the hunting section and get some real cold
it's awesome. But if you're going to go to any game,
Yeah.
all right, especially a cold game at the link, go to Dick's Sporting Goods first. Like this weekend, make sure you go there before the game if you're going to the game, because they got your cold weather fan gear to wear.
I got to get some new gloves.
Oh, they got that. How about the Eagles starter jacket?
Oh,
This is awesome. All right. The Eagles starter jacket. And then that's the hat. The Eagles, the new era
nice hat.
Eagles sideline sport knit beanie.
that looks like a warm hat. I like that.
That's a good hat. The hat is key to bear the cold weather because you lose all your heat through your head.
Oh, yeah. It's like 85% of your body heat's
Yeah.
at the top of your head.
So you get the good hat. That's a good hat.
It's a great hat.
Good. Now, I know it's going to be cold Sunday. It's going to be freezing. AccuVinny said, 20 mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be in the teens. So cold day on Sunday. Make sure you get that new era Eagles sideline sport knit beanie.
And once
That's
you get
a
all
good
your
combo. To be honest, you wear that hat with that
with the
jacket.
jacket?
That's a great combo.
And
You
then
gotta do
after
that.
you get your bird stuff, you can get some thermal socks, some gloves, some hand warmers. They got everything over there.
They do, man. That's right. Make Dick's Sporting Goods your destination for gifts for everyone on your nice list. From that Eagles gear, like we said, for the diehard fan, to the latest sneakers for the athlete in your life, to stylish apparel for the whole family, Dick's has it all under one roof. And with holiday deals happening now, it's the perfect time to check off your list while spreading cheer. Skip the stress, shop smart, give the gift of sport this season in store or online at dicks.com. And once again, make sure you're there with us on Monday and you get a chance to win the $500 gift card for the holidays.
You sure I can't win that?
I know, dude. It's awesome. So, listen, we've been talking a lot about Lane Johnson, and you heard the boys. You heard Baldy and Mike.
Lane and Jordan are actually going to be at the Dixon Wilmington tonight.
That's right.
With the holiday plush dolls.
Yes.
Because they skipped a year on the album.
Yeah.
Hopefully the album returns next year, but this year the plush dolls, and it all goes to charity, so it's great.
Yeah, it's very cool. But we talk about a lot about Lane and getting back to the run game. You heard Baldy and Mikey G.
I think Lane's playing. Don't
Talking
you?
about that. I don't.
No? You think they
I think
feel
it's another week.
they can handle the Raiders without him? Take another week.
Well, I need to learn more about this Liz Frank and the recovery. And this is where our great doctors from Rothman Orthopedics come to play. I want to talk to Dr. Charles Langman, who specializes in biomechanics and pediatric orthopedics. He's amazing. All right. Like when it comes to podiatry,
sure.
Doc has it going. Can we have Dr. Langman up here, my man Andrew? Because now he's not treating Lane, but he's going to give us the information all about that Liz Frank and kind of how it comes back. Hello, Doc.
Hey guys, how are you?
How are you, buddy? Happy holidays to you.
Hey, thanks. You too. How you doing?
So we're good. I'm a little worried about Lane that this run game has to get back to going, and I'm a little bit worried about Lane. There's some talk about maybe this week, but what is the recovery and how do you know about that, Doc?
So the recovery for Liz Frank is a tough one because the ligaments essentially bind the foot together from side to side. So everybody knows you got an arch of your foot, right? And that's from front to back, but there's an arch from side to side too. And Liz Frank basically holds that together. It's a series of 3 ligaments from top to bottom that keep the foot stable from side to side. So for an O lineman, really important because that's how they're pushing off. And that's where they're using their foot like a big lever. And to push off on that requires, especially a guy Lane size or any of those guys, that's a ton of force on there. And so go ahead. Dan.
No, I'm fascinated by the movement, right? Like you explained it really well because of the position he plays and that movement, the stability becomes the whole issue, right?
Yeah, so they got to be able to push off with it. So like they'll have external stuff, like they're going to put a stiffener in his shoe, and that'll help to make it more of like a lever. They'll use like an orthotic, which is an arch support, and so that'll bring the bottom of his shoe, like the inside of his shoe, up to his foot, because you don't want that foot moving. You want that as still as possible inside the shoe. So if it moves, those ligaments can break down. You get fractures in the area, and that's really problematic. I'm hoping his wasn't that bad, because a lot of times these are surgical issues, and with that is that's a long recovery. So the fact that it wasn't surgical to begin with makes me optimistic about it.
What? How do you know when he could be good to go, Doc? Like when, what are the signs that you go, all right, now we can make him play. We can have him play.
So his job is to be ballistic, is to just blow people away. So from that point of view, he's got to be able to push off. And you don't know. He may have to change his stance a little bit to use the other foot for more of a push. And so it depends on what he's used to and if he can change that. Certainly they'll work on him with sled work, things like that, to be able to figure out if he can push without pain. But it's something that a lot of it's going to be pain mediated. Like, how much pain does he have and can he deal with it? Got to make sure you're not doing any further damage, especially with this week coming up and hopefully looking forward to the playoffs too.
Are there different signs that would tell you that he would have regained his power or most of his power?
I don't know that there's signs. I mean, it's just like, how much can he push? I'm sure they'll use like loaded sleds and see. They know what he could do before, so they'll look at how much he can push now
and you kind of
without
compare
pain. Yeah, and see what he could do before versus what he can do now, and hopefully it comes back full strength.
Doc, you're a good football man. You love it? You love football?
Love watching it, yeah.
I'm just listening to you, and it's obvious that, besides, and I know when you're treating football players and athletes, you have to know how the game relates to the injury and to the body part. So the specific movements, but I could see that you know it, like you really understand the game itself.
I love it. I love it. It's I'm a sports junkie. So yeah, I like following this stuff.
See, I love that. Right? This is what is great about Rothman Orthopedics, is that all you guys have a team for every body part, like incredible doctors for each body part. And you guys all love sports. Like, you love it. It's awesome. Like, it's beyond your calling. You've melded your calling of doing God's work as a physician with your love of sport.
Oh, absolutely, Anthony. I'm like, at work, I'm a kid in a candy shop. I literally love what I do, and I played when I was younger. I'm 5'5". I never played football, but I played soccer and I ran track in college. So it's just a love of athletics and being wired a little bit tight when it comes to competitiveness.
You're awesome, man.
I appreciate you guys.
Awesome. You got a great bedside manner. I tell you, man. You're. God forbid I ever get Liz Frank. I'm going right to Dr. Langman. You're awesome, man. You really are. Thanks for your wisdom, man. Appreciate it.
Oh gosh, my pleasure. I appreciate you guys. I love listening to you.
You're fantastic. God bless you and your family, buddy. All right. Have a great
thanks,
holiday
man. You
season,
too.
Doc.
You too. Happy and healthy year.
Here he is, Dr. Charles Langman, one of our Rothman doctors. What a good guy, man. Insightful. I love the fact they love sports. They know it.
I had so I used to call before I understood Liz Frank injuries, I used to be like, oh man, that guy's out with a Liz Frank. Like, how soft is that? And then and then I had it, and I like kind of
oh my God.
I kind of self rehabbed with like a brace at night. Dude, you wake up and you're like walking on shards of glass for like hours. It's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's awful.
It's terrible. The first time I saw it was it Chad Lewis?
Maybe
Chad. I think Chad had it.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. That shards of glasses also have shin splints. You ever have shin
Oh
splints?
yeah, I had those in college.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
And I used to take I forget the medicine. There was like a class action lawsuit against it. What's the name of it?
Yeah, I don't even know. We ingest it. All right, we have one more break, and then we got Danny D, the AD. We got TV Todd. I missed Todd. Last Friday, we missed him because we were at World Cup. We're going to be doing holiday movies with TV Todd. That's coming up. Danny D, the AD's coming up. And, of course, all of our fun stuff, as always. Back in a sec.
Got that sore knee? I tweak my back like twice a week sleeping in my mid-40s. Maybe it's a stiff shoulder. Nagging back pain, it's the worst. Well, Rothman Orthopedics is here to get you back to the life you love. I got 2 young girls. I can't be dealing with back pain. I got to be down on the ground playing, out in the backyard playing sports. The Rothman team of specialists treats all kinds of orthopedic issues, from everyday strains to long-term pain, with care that's efficient, effective, and close to home. So don't let the pain keep you sidelined. Schedule an appointment today at rothmanortho.com/PHLY. Rothman Orthopedics, keeping you in the game. Your mobility, their mission. Visit rothmanortho.com/PHLY. Do you really want A.J. Brown back there returning punts? No. You want your star players making plays. It's not worth the time, risk, or money. And the same goes for your business. You don't want your top people buried in the monotonous day-to-day, tedious, time-consuming, redundant activities that wears a team down. And here's where Togo comes into play, an integrated part of your team, taking that work off your starter and star players' plates so they can focus on what moves the business forward. Every engagement starts with a free process and free engineering. No cost, no commitment, and they don't bill a dime until the real work starts. And with programs as low as $1,000 a month, you're not going to break the bank. At Togo, they turn your playbook into performance. You call the plays, they execute your way, and they advise you along the journey. Visit harnesstogo.com. Scale smarter, work faster, and stay focused on winning.
And we got Brett. All right. Welcome back. Time now for Making Varsity. We love it. Danny D, the AD, it's Making Varsity, brought to us by our great friends at Kia of Cherry Hill, a Folk auto dealership. We love our Folk, Charlie Folk, our the trusted name in the automotive business.
What's going on, big dog?
What's up, my man?
How we doing, all right? Our boy VG's out in Hawaii doing it up, man.
Dude, he's in Hawaii. The vampire of all places for vampires to go.
Oh yeah, well that's sunlight.
Hawaii's not the place to go. I don't know what he's doing. He's lurking inside the sugar cane.
He was in all his glory when ND didn't get any. He was messaging me about it.
What?
When Notre Dame didn't get in the playoff, he was in all his glory.
Yeah, he's a fake. He's a fake. He knows nothing about college football.
He was so hyped.
Like Georgia. Stop. Last year he liked Clinton or somebody. I forget, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
He's all over the place.
He's a fugazi. I love him. Love the VG, but he's no fugazi. Hey, let us know we have Brett, Andrew, all right? Because we're going to pay homage today to our 2 state champions.
Yes, sir.
LaSalle and Roman.
Yep, Roman's a 5A state champ, first ever in school history, and LaSalle won 6A, second time in their school history. So 2 state champs in the 2 biggest classifications, holding it down for our area and the city. So I'm, really proud of the programs and 2 great guys, Brett and Rick, great guys.
Did you hire Rick?
I hired Rick back in 2019, so he built it up. I think we were winless in 18, or maybe had 1 win. He came in and turned it around. So he's a program builder.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah, he's a great coach. So
you had 1 win, he turned around, that's amazing.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years later, he's winning state championship. So he built it. He's a great dude. Worked really hard, and I'm really proud of him. So
how's life at Penn Charter?
It's good, man. We're rocking and rolling. Winter sports are going. Basketball's going going well. Tracks are going well. I've been to a couple squash matches, Going to hit up some track meets. So yeah, it's going well.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it's going well.
That is fantastic. I know you're in hoop heaven.
Oh, I love it. I was just on the phone with the guy who took over to run the palestra before I came in. So we're talking, it's got to be that time.
He's always on the phone.
It's
He's
that
like
time.
the AD. The AD's on the phone making deals.
But yeah, it was good. He's they're in preparation. They're starting, there's gonna be a flash sale coming up for tickets. Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, that is great. All right. Who do we have? Do we have Brett?
Let me double check. Brett. It could be from his phone. I don't know. He said he's coming in from his phone. Brett Gordon. I don't
Do we
know.
have Coach? Could you find out?
I text you. It's in the I text you or in our thread. I don't know. We have a Brett and a Rick coming on.
Yeah, there's no Dave.
But yeah, let's see. You can peek. What does it look like? What does it look like?
I want to know if it's
There it is. It's Coach Gordon. There he is.
Hey, man.
How we doing, guys?
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, I do borrow a friend's tablet to get on here because my computer's in my office over at school. So,
Oh, good.
yeah, that's me. So I appreciate you guys having me
That's
on.
Dave. Coach Dave.
Yeah.
Hey, first of all, seriously, amazing season, man. Second year, and you bring home the first state title
Second.
since 2009.
Yeah, since 2009.
First one since 2009. I mean, it's unbelievable. Dude, congratulations, man.
Thanks. It's been a whirlwind since Saturday. Testament to a lot of hard work from a lot of people, players, administration, coaching staff, alumni. It's just been a great season, one that we're certainly very proud of and hope to celebrate here for a long time.
I mean, that is your second year as coach. First of all, tell me about this transition. I mean, obviously your father and the whole thing, but do you love it? Like, is this, I mean, your second, not a lot of guys come in your second year and win the state title.
No, listen, I mean, we certainly had a lot of pieces in place when I took over. You can't win at this level without having a lot of great players, which we certainly did. We made some philosophical changes to the program, and I was able to, have a lot of flexibility of bringing in, the right coaches for the right blend of what we were looking for. And then, the testament all goes to the players, buying into a way of doing things that was in certain cases different from what they had done before. So it was a lot of buy-in, a lot of hard work over a 2-year span. First year, which was the 2024 season, we were trending in a positive direction, but I still thought we were probably a year away from a state contender. And then everything fell into place, and you guys are involved with a lot of sports. So at all organizations, at all levels, you need a lot of good things to go in your favor. We certainly stayed healthy for the most part. And, the thing I'm most proud of is we were playing our best brand of football down the stretch come playoff time, which we preached for 2 years, and the kids got to experience it.
All right, so I got to ask you about Joey O. Joey O'Brien, 3 interceptions, 10 catches. I mean, you want to talk about monster games. My God, Joey O with a monster game.
Joey he's a generational talent, but as I tell everybody, it's both on and off the field. So for him to show up in that moment, he's been such a important piece to our program in all 3 phases of the game for such a long time. He's been a great ambassador for the school, comes from a great family, very grounded kid who we couldn't be happier for. And then to see him, finalize his high school career in the style that he did was really the perfect send-off.
I mean, his mom, he's a sweetheart. I love her. I was talking to her about him. Like, you could see, and it about the family. Like, you get that kind of family, that kind of kid. I mean, that's a gem. I mean, with that talent,
he's a specimen. You should see him play basketball. He's a hell of a basketball player. Like, if he decided he wanted to play basketball, I'm pretty sure he would have figured out to be a Division I basketball player too. Like, he is an absolute freak. He does it all. And in all my interactions with him, he's a humble kid, and he works really hard. So I'm really proud of LaSalle to bring it home for the area, man. I mean, 6A, it's been living in Philly, so I'm really really happy that they could continue that tradition.
Coach, Joey's going to Notre Dame. What do you see him as going forward in his career, as a defensive back or as a receiver?
I've told everybody I think he could do both. And I know most of the programs that have recruited him are primarily recruiting him as a player in the secondary. I think one of the things that stands out for Joey is he's 6'5", but he can play any of the 5 positions in the back end. He's played a lot of corner. He certainly played safety. He could play the nickel. I'm more of an offensive coach by background, so
yeah,
I think he could step in and play any wide receiver spot at that level as well. So I think it's going to start on the defensive side of the ball. My guess is he'll have a chance to play very early. I just hope he gets a chance to see the offensive side of the ball, because I think he's that special of a talent and a player that could he's proven he can handle both, and I don't think it'll be any different at the next level.
Yeah, there was a guy that reminds me of that was in Colorado and then got drafted by Jacksonville.
Yeah. I mean, he had in the state championship game, he had a catch. I mean, I know people do see him more in the secondary, but he had a catch. Kid's pulling his arm. He reaches out with another arm, like pass interference, one arm reaching out, falling down, catches it, secures it. So he's a special, like Coach said, he's a generational athlete. He is unbelievable.
Who else, Coach, would you like to talk, talk about some of your players and some of the kids? I love this. I'm so proud of our local kids and what they achieve, and I think we as a community should lift these kids up. So the floor is yours. I want you to just pay homage to your whole team.
Yeah, I mean, and there is a lot of guys to name. I'll name as best I can. I mean, it's certainly, Joey gets a lot of the praise. I mean, our quarterback, Gavin Sidwar, is a tremendous talent who's heading to Missouri. He was as good as it gets for pretty much the whole season, especially down the stretch. We have our left tackle, Grayson McHugh, who's the 9th rated player in the country, who's also going to Notre Dame along with Joey. We have defensively, I mean, we had guys like, Ryan Fandozzi and Aiden Christie and Josh Simmons, and offensive line, I could go on and on. Danny Lawyer and Jacob Jackson and Andrew Sorge and Azir Nelson. We had so many players really contributed to the success of this. And it was a nice blend of, certainly led by the senior group, but we also have a pretty good young nucleus of guys that were major contributors returning as well. So overall, just a great testament to a great group of kids who worked really hard. And we talked for 2 straight years about, that state of euphoria when it comes to high school football and getting to experience that. And, I'm just hopeful for the kids that as of Saturday night, it lived up to everything they dreamed it would.
Yeah, that's fantastic. How did you celebrate?
We were, most of the team and program stayed out in the Mechanicsburg area because the game didn't get over till close to 10 o'clock. So, when you play games like that I'll call it out of the area, it's tough to coordinate an official celebration. So a lot of it was spread out among the families and across a couple of hotels. But overall, we're gonna celebrate it properly back at school. We have a banquet coming up in early January that we want to make sure is a tribute to the entire season. So yeah, that'll be our time as our next time together as a collective group to really hopefully put a nice ribbon on this thing.
And look, that team that you played, in fact, we were Pat McClune, another proud LaSalle man, and I were talking about it. He brought it up that their O-line was bigger than the Steel Curtain O-line, both height and weight.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Central Catholic is a really strong program. I got to see them play last year. They have guys. I mean, they're nothing to sneeze at. They've back-to-back years been runners-up in the state championship game, but they're an elite team and one of the best programs in the country as far as overall.
Yeah, they had 3 of their 5 starting O linemen were 6'7" or bigger, well over 300 pounds. When they like to get downhill and run the ball, it was a huge opportunity for our defense coming into the game to, shut down the run as best we could. That was a big part of our strategy. That's when they're playing their best at Central. It's when they get the run game going. So our defensive line, JP Oates is another guy I should have mentioned earlier. JP's been a great two-way player for us too, who helped set the tone early in that game. So when you look across the board, I think they have 14 players on their roster with Division I offers at the current time. So they're certainly not lacking in talent. They have a great tradition there. We had a tremendous amount of respect for them, but it also is a testament to the type of team and season we had, because we played them twice. We opened the season driving out to Pittsburgh and beat them in the opener, and then bookending it with a state championship game win for a second time was a testament to the type of team that we had.
Yeah, it's tough to beat good teams twice. I mean, you see it all the time. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you really got to dig deep and lock in, because, they see you can see tendencies, and then, you've beaten them. You might have to be a little overconfident. So to lock in, it's a testament to you and the staff to really make sure the boys are ready to get that W.
Yeah, no doubt. We're very proud of the schedule that we had played this year. We thought the off season, or I should say the out of league games that we scheduled leading us, it was going to prepare us for hopefully a deep playoff run. So, playing obviously we played Central Catholic, we played Malvern, we played St. Joe's Prep twice, we played Roman, we played Salesianum, one of the top teams in Delaware. So we felt as the November timeframe was rolling around, we were very battle tested.
What'd you think about the stadium? It's a pretty cool high school stadium, right? With the light show.
It is. The venue was great. I'm still a little bit more of a traditionalist. I love the old the Hershey Park setup for all the championship games.
Yeah.
But Cumberland Valley did a great job. They were tremendous hosts. The facility itself was outstanding. It was a 2-hour ride for us to get out there. They treated us great. And the facility itself, the field itself, the locker room setup, everything was as good as you could ask for that venue of a game.
Yeah, it's a really cool high school venue. I've been there the last couple of years. I mean,
that's awesome.
They do a really good job there. And at Hershey, my problem was they didn't the guys who ran it were just workers. At least you're getting athletic people so they understand what you need. It's a high school venue. So the football staff, the athletic director, they know how to set you up. So it's a little bit seamless. But Hershey is really cool. That's a really cool park too, playing there.
Yeah, no doubt.
My man, listen, I just want to congratulate you again. I God bless you. I love I just love the fact that here you are, he was a great quarterback at Villanova, right?
Yeah.
Incredible player. And now coaching kids and just winning at the highest level, following his father's footsteps, man. Dude, you're a great story. You're a great son of Philadelphia.
I appreciate the compliment. Again, very excited for our program, our players. Happy I can help be a part of it. And I appreciate all you guys are doing to help promote high school football in the area. It was a tremendous season for LaSalle, and hopefully a sign of things to come.
Awesome. Coach, listen, have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And enjoy that banquet, man. Well deserved.
Awesome, guys. Merry Christmas to you as well, and appreciate the show. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Brett.
Appreciate it, brother. There he is, LaSalle coach Brett Gordon.
His son's going to be a junior next year. He's a QB
He's
too.
a QB type.
Yeah,
man.
so
that. Yeah.
he's coming up the ranks. But yeah, really, really cool story for them, and they deserved it, man. They played great all year, and they took it home. One loss. They lost to Roman. That was it.
That's amazing. I mean, that is unbelievable.
I'm surprised Jamie wasn't running around back and forth out there in an interview.
I know. I'm shocked.
Bro.
The bro, LaSalle, proud LaSalle.
Probably throwing some air fist in the room next to us, getting excited.
We're not done because we have another champion to talk to. How about this? What a story. You were directly involved in the building of Roman.
Yes.
And from one win?
One win, I think, in 18.
Now, thanks to Coach Preet.
Coach Preet, great guy, phenomenal coach.
I mean, what a story. Sit with us. First, we're going to go to OT. So if you're watching on Roku, Xfinity, right? Your Comcast cable, anything where you're watching. Make sure we're on YouTube as well. So like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Let's do it.
Let's go, man.
You once hired this guy?
Yeah, man. He was.
Are you kidding me?
It was.
I knew you were a good AD. I didn't know you were that good. Coach Rick Preet joins us from the state champion Roman Catholic. Look at that.
There he is.
What do you say,
What's up,
baby?
fellas?
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
That's my guy
What's up,
right there,
Cuz?
Ricky
What's up,
P.
Danny?
What's going on, brother?
How you
Coach,
doing, fellas?
this is awesome, man. You got to be on cloud nine. What you've done in building that program, wow. God bless you.
Cuz I appreciate it. I seen you guys had Brett on, and I want to make sure we give him his props and credit from the Roman Catholic side. What he did the last couple of years is phenomenal, and we're super proud of him as well in the LaSalle program. As far as us, like Danny, I'm glad to be on this platform with you, brother, and to say thank you, for the opportunity.
Of course, man. I knew he was destined for big things, man. He was. I mean, we didn't get a lot of time together. I moved on, but I knew he was the right guy. We had a pretty big search at the time, and I mean, the second we spoke, I'm like, he's it. So I'm so happy of what he built. I mean, he's grown. I was telling Anthony, I mean, we were winless or one win prior to you getting there, and then to be recognized on a national stage and winning the first state championship is a testament to his hard work and what he's put into the program and the person he is and the boys he's building over there. Rick is a phenomenal coach, and I'm just super proud of him and my alma mater, man, RC, man.
Coach, what does it take before we get to your team? And I want to go crazy with it, but before we get there, how does it start? Like when you take this job and you see where you were at one win, how do you start the foundation and what goes into building something like this?
Yeah, because I think it's just standards, implementing standards that you don't waver from, having requirements that have to be fulfilled. Like we say, January weight room is starting the first Monday in January. Every year, every kid knows that. This is not an optional thing. And we go from weight room to on-field workouts to 7-on-7s to whatever we're doing. Nothing is optional, and everything comes with a standard that you have to meet, and I think once young people are held to standards, or anybody, I think you're able to achieve great things.
I as a father of two boys, I love that. I love it, man. My oldest is a sophomore and he plays football, and I was like, dude, let's go, man. Come right after the holidays, you're back at it.
Gotta lock in,
right? Lock in. We got to get you like his goal is get faster. Like he's good in the weight room. I'm like, dude, we got to get you faster. And like when your messaging, which is standards, kids need that. And they crave it, I think.
Yeah, I think young people today have a lot of different avenues that can entertain them and fulfill their time. And but they, to your point, I think they all want structure and guidance. And our young men are very goal-oriented and very driven young men at Roman Catholic. Like you're at Roman Catholic to be great, to be successful. And, we're fortunate to have them because they buy into what we're doing and they just work consistently.
Tell us about this team. And I guess we'll start with Samaj. What an amazing career. Great leader, great kid. I know how proud of him that you are.
The first thing that stands out about him is the kind of person he is. Like he is a jovial dude. He's cutting jokes all the time. He's somebody and he came in as a 9th grader and he worked his tail off. And then all the kids in the program, I'm talking about the upperclassmen, were coming up to me saying, "Hey, coach, the young guy, that's our quarterback." And I think that went a long way for nobody knew what he was going to eventually do on the field. This was who he was as a person, the command he had of the offense, the way he got along with his teammates. And then, obviously, he owns every record in the city, which we're super proud of because there's been some really, really tremendous
Broke Kyle
quarterbacks.
McCord's records. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, and Kyle was one of the best. I've never seen the football come out of somebody's hand like Kyle's, and so to sit here 4 years later and Samaj has every record, and then he caps off his career with the state title. I'm so happy for him, and he's been just a great beacon of light for our program and has elevated us in so many ways.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
I love hearing that. I love it's so eloquent. Testimony to a kid. That's the kinds of. This is why I love this stuff because it's so important for our community. Coach, you know better than anybody. You're making these men that we need to make sure that they can handle and be the future leaders of our community, and we need to shine the light on them.
Yeah, 100%. And I think Danny can speak to this. I think a young man chooses a school like Roman Catholic because they want to do great things. And, we're just blessed to be able to coach these guys. And honestly, they shine a light on us too. And, they do a lot for us as coaches, nobody is doing this for a living, and, but you're doing this, it requires what it requires. And it's just so demanding if you're doing it a certain way. And you can only do that if you have young men that are pushing you to be great and supporting and uplifting you as well.
And to speak to like what it is to build a program at Roman, like there's not a field, right? You're going down River Field by the Art Museum. It's more of a dust bowl than anything. So you don't have those resources, right? Rick is one of the best recruiters I've ever been around. So not recruiters, but just coaches that attracts people, right? So kids gravitate towards them. And, when you win, it's a lot easier. Kids want to come, right? But like, you got to get them there, right? And the kids took a leap of faith in Rick, really talented kids, but also kids that he's developed, right? You're not always going to get Division I players when you get there, right? You don't know what a 14-year-old looks like. Rick and his staff has done a phenomenal job developing these guys into Division I players and going on to follow their dreams at a high level. And that's a testament to him and his staff. And he'll tell you, I mean, they need a field in the worst way, right? They're nomads. They're figuring it out. They're bouncing around. They're playing at a different field each week. But I also think that builds character in your kids a little bit. Try to take the positives of it. And, what a great group. I mean, they had a history. They're going to be in the Hall of Fame at RC, and that team's going to be, something that you're going to build on them shoulders, right, of those young men, because it's legendary, man. It's something that's never been done before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, I tell you, logistically, it's not easy. But yeah, this team this year was, and it's been a culmination. It's been a lot of years, Danny. You know that, working towards that. You've been somebody that I've been able to reach out to for guidance and for anything I really needed. I'm so appreciative of you for that. It's been a long time coming, and we're not done. We're going to keep going.
Let's go,
Coach. Do me a favor and shine a light on your kids. And I know we talked about Samaj, but I know what the group means to you. So please,
yes, sir,
take some time and throw the bouquets out there.
Yeah, so we'll start offensively. I think it all starts with our offensive coordinators as far as on the field. Marcus Hammond does a tremendous job. I mean, he's so dedicated, detail-oriented, and that kind of trickles down to the rest of our kids. Obviously, we spoke on Samaj. I think Ian Stead is the best player in Pennsylvania. I'm going to pound that table all day long. There may be guys more well-known or whatever the case, but Ian Stead is a phenomenal football player. You have Issa Neely at receiver as well. Tremendous. He's coming back next year. Excited about him. We have Ashton Roberts going to Temple. Along with Ian, Ashton Roberts is a 4.340 guy. He scored in every big game that we've had this year. And then we've had some guys who weren't able to participate in the playoffs, like Jaden Alford and Caden Bow and some other guys. Our offensive line, Danny knows this. Like, offensive line at Roman Catholic, it's like it's your South Philly kids. They're not the biggest kids, 5'11", 230 pounds. They're not the 6'5" kids, But this year's offensive line was the backbone of our team. People see the quarterback throw and the receivers catch, Trey Montgomery at running back. But really, this offensive line was the best one that I've ever coached. We were able to bring Mike Mulheron over from Father Judge, who I think is just the best. I mean, he's tremendous. Now, and our offensive line, it isn't a bunch of 6'5", 300-pound kids. You're talking about one of our team captains and one of the best guys on the offensive line is probably going to NYU and becoming an accountant or a finance major. And Don Ramos. Yeah. We've got Sebastian Waddell, who now he's one of the guys. He's 6'5", 300. He's going to end up Big Ten, Power 5 somewhere. You've got Malik Cochran. You've got Gus Gomez, and then Khalif McNair at center. Just Khalif's going to Temple as well. Just a tremendous offensive line. If I could pivot to the defense really fast, Austin Wright, Antoine Smith-Ray, Julian Enoch on the defensive line with Jalen Goodwin. And then we have a kid playing Star, the outside backers, strong safety spot, Karan Russell, who's only a freshman. He's got every school in the country interested in him. Tremendous player. Our back half of the defense is Walt Hudson at Mike. Walt Hudson is just a tough Philly dude. I mean, he's a Jersey kid.
I love it.
But Walt Hudson is all grit and nails. He's 6'1", 215.
Freaking nails.
That's you, brother.
That's it.
I think he led the PCL in tackles, had over 100-something tackles. Phenomenal. We had Chase Hinton at corner. Our other corner was Ian Stead. We had another kid, Issa Bea, get some reps in there. Sabir Dawson played safety for us along with Justice Gaskin and Hamir Lowry. So those are the guys just kind of off the top of the head that and there's other kids too. Chris Cook, who is now enjoying basketball season at Roman Catholic. But it's all of our young men. I could keep Majid Williams. Like, we have so many guys that it's not just like this whole collection of talent. It's just guys working, and then they all just get better and they carry us. You know, we're very much player driven, and we wouldn't be here without them.
Coach, I gotta tell you, you are phenomenal. I know this guy loves you. You are a treasure.
Thank you,
I love, I'm so proud of you guys, between you, Coach Rick, and Coach Brett. I mean, bringing home 2 major championships to Philadelphia. I just wish you a Merry Christmas and all the happiness. God bless you, buddy. I see why kids would love to play for you.
And that means a lot. Can I tell you something real quick for you let me go?
Yeah.
So I met you at an event at your old place. It was a summer event, and I told you guys from Norristown, and you told me a little story about Sturgis Street.
I love it. I'm looking at you. I'm like, I know. I just thought I knew you from like the thing. I remember that. Oh my God.
Yes.
Awesome.
So we're connected a little bit there.
Yes, we are. From my right to my house.
Yep. Hey, thank you guys, Danny. I appreciate you, brother.
No doubt, man. Rick, thanks for taking the time, brother.
Man, that's awesome, brother. God bless you, baby.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. Coach Rick Preet from Roman Catholic.
Right up the street. Broad and Vine.
I mean, that's awesome. I love this. I do. I'm so glad we got to do this today.
Yeah.
And pay tribute to the 2 champs.
Yeah, it's really difficult to do. PA football is no joke. Like he said, in 5A is McDevitt, 6A Pittsburgh Central Catholic, teams that are littered with Division I talent. And they held it on for Philadelphia. And, just super proud of those guys that continue the tradition. We've just been rocking and rolling, man.
Love it. My boy, always great being with you.
Yes, sir.
Danny D, the AD, making Varsity, brought to us by Kia of Cherry Hill, a Folk Auto dealership. All right, coming up, Philadelphia. That's right. Philadelphia is coming up, as well as TV Todd. But first, here's Bill.
Welcome to Philadelphia, everybody. Listen, that Eagles game, maybe the worst of Jalen Hurts' career, maybe one of the worst displays of offensive incompetence I have ever seen in the loss to the Los Angeles Chargers. But I have good news. I have good news to take out of that game. We have been waiting all season to see a little bit more offensive cohesion, and guess what? We got it. The whole offensive staff contributed to an embarrassing loss. That's right. Kevin Patullo can't even get the plays in a timely fashion. We know the offensive line has struggled all year. Maybe snapping the ball with more than 1 second on the play clock would give pass rushers a little bit of question as to when they can just charge forward as hard as they can. Maybe getting the plays in with more than 6 seconds on the clock would go a long way. This has been a problem all year for this team, and they haven't been able to do it, and it has made the job way too easy for the defense, especially defensive lines in pass rush mode. But it's not just Kevin Patullo. We can throw eggs at Kevin all we want, but he's not the only problem, right? Now, Jalen Hurts, well, for all Jalen struggles, at least he doesn't turn the ball over. He turned the ball over twice on one play. That's incredible. 4 interceptions, that's ridiculous. Not close to good enough for the $250 million quarterback. But we can't just blame the quarterback. A.J. Brown demanding the ball all year. Throw it to him and good things happen. He makes a difference. No, you throw it to him and he drops it. That's what happened way too much last night. First series, deep ball in his hands. Drop. Throw a little bit high over the middle. Nah, he's going to get hit. Takes his eye off the ball. Drop. Come on. You can't demand the ball and play like that. Jordan Mailata, maybe their best O-lineman with Lane Johnson injured. Where was he last night? Oh, he was just committing holdings and false start penalties. That's all Jordan Mailata was doing. The interior line has been hurt basically since the playoffs last season. They're never been healthy. That was a full team loss. We saw the offensive cohesion we've been looking for. So that's the good news. And now I'm starting to see a little bit of a divide amongst Eagles fans. Well, half of us want everyone fired. The other half of us, how can you say that? I thought we were the best fans and we appreciated everyone forever once they win a Super Bowl. Your legend's here forever. That's true. And once you're done, we give you that appreciation. But that doesn't mean we won't hold you accountable. I'm not saying Nick Sirianni needs to go. I'm not saying Kevin Patullo needs to go. I'm not saying Jalen Hurts needs to go. But there do need to be changes made. Something has to give for this team because we've seen this story before. Yes, Nick Sirianni's gotten us to 2 Super Bowls and won one. But in between those things happening, we've now seen 2 epic collapses off of Super Bowl seasons. Why? Because the talent drops just a little bit. You lose a CJ GJ, you lose a Mekhi Becton, little spots here and there, a Josh Sweat. You think, okay, they can overcome that, and they can't. And it shows up, and it's shown up twice now in 4 years. That's too much. That is far too much. I always remember hearing Jeffrey Lurie talk about the decision to let go of Doug Peterson. He talked about it on that Welcome to Wrexham show. Pretty sure the first episode, because it was about soccer. I only watched the one. What direction is my organization heading in? Not a person in the world thinks the direction of the Philadelphia Eagles organization is heading up. It's heading down right now. Changes need to be made.
Thank you, Billy. Billy reminds me of Flyers. And when I think of Flyers, I also think of Flyers and movies. And my main man, this is going to be fun. All right, bro? I love TV Todd.
Yeah, he's great.
So,
do you know my wife used to listen to him on NPR? So like she was familiar with him before I was even.
Listen, he's the best. And we're going to go over holiday movies this week and next week.
Good. You can give me one for tonight with the girls.
We missed last Friday, so you're going to have movie night with the girls. Let's get them up here. You're going to act like a man. TV Todd. Act like a man. You can't handle the truth.
It's time for TV Todd.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, bro.
What's up, Todd?
Missed you last week. By the way, good. Listen, Flyers continue to play well. Vegas last night, they played them tough with the overtime. Fly guys, man, they're fun.
Oh man, they are fun right now. Hanging with good teams, and like even the broadcasters were saying, like, the Flyers are just hanging with the Knights. And then I was at the game, against Avalanche, and despite the outcome, I mean, they played a monster of a team, really good, really good. We're just seeing some great things. Juleson last night gets his first goal in 663 days.
Yeah, and Zegras gets another. Not for nothing, dude. It's amazing. And that Sanheim, this setup was ridiculous.
That pass was sick. But they're playing with some confidence now, and I think it starts with the goaltending, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you got Vladar back there, I mean, this guy is making not only amazing saves but timely saves, which I think is really the key compared to our past goalie. So if you're a player, you're someone like Zegras who likes to have fun, likes to be creative, skill-wise. I mean, it's fantastic to have a goalie knowing that he'll bail you out if something goes wrong.
What do you see from Michkov?
I see improvement. I see a guy who is figuring it out in his second year. I don't see a guy who has a bad attitude. I don't see a guy who complains about ice time. I see a guy who goes out every night and competes and wants to win. And, listen, there's been this big debate about Michkov and ice time, right? I mean, that's been the big thing. I have to give props to Jason Martinez. He did a piece the other day at the end of his Flyers Daily podcast where he went back and he looked at ice time of some of the most amazing players that we've experienced when they're this age. And, ice time and development, the fans think that if you throw a player into the deep end and give them lots of ice time, they'll be better. That's not necessarily the case. So I think we just need a little patience here. The team is on the right trajectory and has everybody in place is the right person, from Tocchet to Danny, Jonesy, the players right now. It's a really good feeling team.
Yeah, I love it. Enjoy it. All right, buddy. This is a great time of the year. All right. This is awesome. So we're going to do a special over the next couple weeks about holiday movies. So I'm going to turn it over to you. And I love this subject. I love these movies. Favorite time of the year.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a few. And by the way, there's so much other great content out there. So next week I'm gonna get into that a little bit. We can't forget that.
Yeah.
But I heard you this morning.
Well, we're gonna do real quick. You're coming Reading Terminal December 22nd, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna do a double, or maybe on one of those days we'll do what to watch over the holidays.
Yeah, that'd be great. Whatever you want, that'd be cool. But I was thinking, we're a couple weeks out, so I was thinking of how do we talk about these films that we've always talked about in a different light. And bro, you're doing a movie night tonight with the girls. I went out and I tried to watch some of the more modern, quote unquote, Christmas movies. And listen, I'm not going to throw any directly under the bus right now because that's not my style. But the modern Christmas movie that's out there, it's almost identical to a Hallmark movie. Every movie is like a Hallmark Christmas movie now, even if they're marketed as that they're not. They really are. The same characters, the same plot lines, the same cheesy kind of relationship stuff. I mean, I'm not knocking it. People love Hallmark movies. But I don't find a lot of real interest in the new Christmas movie. So what I did was, just for fun, I wanted to run some formulas, and I wanted to see over the years what are the top grossing holiday movies of all time. Top grossing in terms of box office, streaming, video rental. It's very hard to put it all together and get a comparison, and you have to adjust for inflation and whatnot. But I played around for a long time with a little ChatGPT action. And I really got a decent chart, I think, that represents the most popular movies, holiday movies from a dollar standpoint,
Oh,
which
wow.
equates to popularity. So some are very not surprising. Some to me were extremely surprising. So, and this will give you some ideas for tonight, bro. If you want to watch. All right, and we'll talk about these over the next couple weeks. So, what do you guys think the number one top grossing holiday movie is of all time?
Home Alone.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Over $1 billion. Over $1 billion. And
The girls
I'll tell
love
you
it.
this.
I love it.
It's
Yeah,
great.
it's good. It's a good movie.
It's my daughter's favorite Christmas movie. She puts that as number one. But here's what surprised me. I'm going to jump around a little bit. Number 4 on the list with about, $600 million or so. So not too shabby. Is Home Alone 2.
Wow.
Oh.
That's surprising.
Well, not really.
I guess not.
Yeah, it's funny because 1 and 2 are good. They made a third one. It stinks.
Yeah.
It was no good. But the second one
It's
is
all right.
still. Second one's pretty good.
Yeah,
The
it's solid.
lady.
Yeah.
I mean, New York.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I get it.
I still like it. I watched
Yeah,
it too.
they're
It's
good
in
movies.
rotation.
They're good movies.
Yeah.
Where does Elf
Pigeon
fall
Lady.
on the list? Is that 2 or 3?
This is one of the ones that surprised me. It's let me see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Grinch.
5, 6, 7. It's
Wow.
7.
Is the Grinch
And
higher than it?
The Grinch is the 2018 version of the Grinch is number 2 on the list. Frazier.
Wow.
The Benedict
about-
Cumberbatch one?
I don't know. 2018.
The
maybe
animated.
pull
The
that-
animated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What
a
about
good
the
one.
Jim Carrey Grinch?
That's Paige's favorite.
That's my favorite-
She calls
that's
it
my favorite
Scary
one.
Grinch. She likes it.
And that doesn't even make the list.
Yeah.
Oh, how does that not make the list?
Really?
Doesn't make the list of the top 20. See, dollars in popularity often equate, but sometimes, they don't. Like the Grinch from 2018 has grossed $800 million.
Wow.
Kids love it. My nephew, who's 4, that is his favorite.
That's the cartoon one.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
It's got good
Yeah.
music. It's got
Tyler-
great
Tyler
music,
the
actually.
Creator does
Tyler
the
the Creator
soundtrack.
does the whole soundtrack. It's
Yeah.
actually really good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we watched that in my house all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, let's stay on the Grinch theme for a second here, because number 3 is the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original cartoon.
Wow, that's 3. That's
Three,
what we
and
grew
that's
up on.
700 million.
Wow.
Oh my God. That's amazing. I can close my eyes and see it on my TV screen.
Yeah.
And you could hear it. You could hear it, right? You could hear
His hair curling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Todd, let me take a shot here. The Sinbad and Schwarzenegger one. Does that make the top 20? Was that Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way. It does make the top 20.
That makes the top 20, but the Grinch does not. Oh, man.
Jingle All the Way makes the top 20?
It's like a cult. It's got like a cult following.
There's another one with a cult following, Santa Claus.
Yeah, the Kirk or the who is that? Kurt Russell?
No.
Santa Claus. It's
one
Tim
of them's
Allen. It's
oh,
Tim
that
Allen.
one.
Tim
Yeah,
Allen.
yeah. The other one's the sexy Santa, like Kurt Russell. He's all beefed up.
I like the Santa Claus.
Jingle All the Way is number 14.
Okay.
Number
Damn.
14 on the list. We covered the top. We covered the top 4 really with the 2 Home Alone movies and the 2 Grinch movies. What do you think number 5 would be?
Wait,
This
is
a
Santa
hard
Claus not up there?
Santa Claus is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8 on the list.
Okay.
All right.
And actually the sequel is number 15. This is weird. Santa Claus 2 is on the list, a few knocks down at around 10 or so, 11. And Santa Claus 3 is also on the list.
Oh, man.
15.
All right, and then I got to take one off the board. A Christmas Story's got to be somewhere in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see it.
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
What? Christmas Vacation.
Christmas
has to be
Vacation
first.
is on there.
Christmas Vacation is in there. Now, I don't know if it's because of box office, it became a cold hit afterwards, so it didn't generate as much. That's the thing that makes this a little bit difficult. But no, that's not on there, Christmas Story, which, by the way, is not my favorite.
I can't imagine a Snoopy Charlie Brown Christmas is a moneymaker, right?
Not on there.
Yeah.
What about the claymation
Wait,
ones?
hold on, real quick. Where is Christmas Vacation at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12.
Wow.
12.
What about Polar Express?
Okay, great call. I would not have picked that. That's
great
number
movie.
5.
Number 5.
Number 5?
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
What about
I like Polar Express.
Yeah, it's good.
what about like A Year Without a Santa Claus and like Rudolph and like those like Frosty, the claymation ones?
No, Grinch was the only one that generated any sort of revenue well enough to make it into the top 20.
What about Bad Santa?
Bad Santa is on there at number 17, 18.
18. All right. What about what about the classics like Miracle on the 34th
and Scrooged?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful
Nope.
Life. Yeah.
No, and it's probably because they didn't have big box office numbers. That's probably why they didn't make it. But Scrooged is not on there, and weirdly, one of my favorites.
It's a great movie.
Bill Murray.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Die
didn't make the
Hard.
list. No. No. I know. Listen.
Did you
we're
catch
gonna-
that?
Yeah, he
Todd
knew.
looked into the camera and went, no.
He is disgust for that
You
conversation.
know
I
why?
take it.
No. I want to table that conversation because it's come up in my house a lot. Like, what makes something a Christmas movie? I maintain that, we skipped last week because of the World Cup, or we skipped a couple weeks, I forget, around Thanksgiving. But I wanted to bring up the conversation again about Rocky being a Thanksgiving movie.
It is a thing. You want the bird? Go out in the alley and eat the bird.
That's right.
Godfather is Christmas. He's got the sled. Everything's walking. It's snowing. It's Christmas.
I mean, Trading Places is a Christmas movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely. And one of the best. One of the best.
Oh, man, this is – so we need 6, 9, 11, 13, 16, 17, 19, 20. We got a lot to go.
Yeah.
And a lot. There's someone here that are so surprising to me. I wouldn't have even guessed it. But there's
got
some
one.
movies that do well on demand now.
The Christmas
That's a
Chronicles.
factor.
That's the sexy Santa one.
Nope.
Nightmare Before Christmas?
That's more of a Halloween movie.
Well, it's either one.
Yeah.
Love Actually.
There's one.
Love
Actually.
Yeah.
Love Actually is on the list. It's on the list.
What number?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I should have numbered these. It's number 9.
I don't think this one makes it, but it's a good animated flick with Jason Schwartzman. Klaus.
Oh, Klaus. I've seen Klaus.
It's good. No.
Not on there.
Yeah, I've seen Klaus. Wow, what are we missing?
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen didn't make it? That shocks me.
Christmas.
No,
okay.
it did.
Christmas with
Santa
the
Claus,
Cranks.
all 3.
Okay.
Good. Frazier, a good one. Yes, that's on the list. That's like 2019. That's like number 17 on the list.
Give it
and by
to
the
me.
way, like 124 million. By the way, when I was doing research for this, Christmas with the Cranks came up in almost every algorithm of popularity of a Christmas film. It was like one of the more modern films that comes up continuously.
How about the one where, oh my God, what is it? Danny DeVito. It's the lights. They have a fight with the lights. He's fighting with his neighbor.
Oh, what is that movie? I know exactly what you're talking about. What is that movie?
It's they do the whole light show. Like it's like they're out doing each other for the Christmas lights.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it's got to be on there. What's that?
Deck the Halls?
Is it Deck the Halls?
Deck the Halls.
Deck the Halls?
Deck the Halls.
You on there?
It's Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Yeah. They're the neighbors.
Yes. Deck the Halls. No?
Nope.
Oh.
But I got to
about-
tell you, I missed one, and I owe you an apology. I missed one. Jingle All the Way is on there, which is the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah. People love that.
What number?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Here's one that the ladies love. The Family
I
Stone.
was literally about to say that.
Nope, not on there.
What?
Yeah, everyone.
Not on there.
That's a tearjerker to Family Stone.
Yeah.
The Holdovers, newer movie.
I love that movie. That's not on there.
That's
you
a
know,
good movie.
doesn't su-
It was a good
great
movie.
movie. Great movie.
I can't think of number 6.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
1, 2. I wish it was on there. 1, 2, 3,
I
4,
know that.
5, 6. Oh, you know what? Again, I'm wrong. I led you guys astray on number 6 because the title threw me off here. One of the original classics is on this list at number 6.
It's not It's Wonderful Life?
No. It's one that I don't like. I don't really watch. I mean, I've seen it in a lot of play forms, but I don't really watch it a lot.
Oh, it's the Ghost, the 3 Ghosts.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's the Christmas
exactly.
story.
Christmas
Carol.
A Christmas
Carol.
A Christmas Carol. Yep.
Yeah.
That's on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's number 6.
Yeah.
Gremlins?
Elf is 7. Gremlins is not on there, although I
Planes,
guess it
Trains,
should
and
be.
Automobiles.
No, that's a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah, that's a Thanksgiving movie. Cuz, come on.
Yeah, come on, man.
All right.
We need 11.
11. Let me see if I could give you a
11
hint
and
at
13.
11.
4
Yeah.
Christmases.
Let's see. I don't really know this movie. That's number 11, or maybe I'm not thinking of what it is. It says Last Christmas.
Last Christmas? I don't know.
Last Christmas
Why do I feel
movie.
like I know that one.
What's that Matilda girl one? Isn't she in
there
a
it
Christmas
is.
movie?
There it is. It's a 2019 love story, comedy romance called Last Christmas, and that's on there at 19.
What's 11?
The 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is the one that I never heard of. Have you guys ever heard of a movie called The Holiday?
Yes, I have seen that. Yeah.
What is
You
it?
have?
What is
Yeah,
it?
I have seen that. What's her name is in it?
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
Jude Law.
Jude Law, yeah.
Is this the one where they swap?
Yeah,
They
existence?
swap. They
Yeah.
swap. She's from America. She goes to
My
England.
wife likes this
Yeah,
one.
and then like they fall in love with
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know that one. Yeah.
I've seen that.
Kind of
Jack
horny.
Black.
It's horny.
Can I tell you,
It's horny.
the romance, Christmas romance, I'm out.
I think people get a little sap in the tree around the holidays, don't they?
Sap in the tree.
Nice. Nice one.
All right, we need 13 and 16.
1, 2.
Oh.
13 is a film called Four Christmases.
Yeah, 4 Christmases. Vince Vaughn.
Okay.
Oh, is when Vince Vaughn is the what's the one where he's Santa Claus's cousin? or
Yeah, that's
something?
Fred Claus.
Oh, it's Fred Claus.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn and
Wow.
his wife are married,
Fred Claus.
and they have to go to both sides of the families, like Christmas parties.
Oh, yeah, that stinks.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. I don't like that. I like Fred Claus better. Give me some Fred Claus.
That's not on there. That should be on there.
Isn't Paul Giamatti? Isn't he in that
Yeah,
movie?
he's the
And
brother. Yes.
he's Santa.
Yeah. He's Santa. Fred's, he's Fred Claus. He's a mess up. We need 16 and 20, and that's it.
Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 16. 16 threw me off. It's a sequel to a movie, but the original is not on the list.
What?
The sequel made 124 million roughly, and it's called Daddy's Home 2.
Oh, that's
What is
Will
that?
Ferrell and Marky Mark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm out.
That was a 2017. But it shows you, like, some of these movies really surprise me that people are watching and paying for because a lot of it is video on demand. Okay,
Yeah.
the last one really surprised me. It made the list because I thought it, it was a comedy, and I thought it kind of came and went. But apparently, it's got a new life on video on demand, and it cracked the top 20 at around 80 mil.
It's a comedy. Is it romantic comedy or a fun comedy?
Fun comedy. It was out about 2016. Back about in 2016. Jason Bateman's in it.
I love Jason Bateman.
Oh yeah.
Jennifer Aniston's in it. Olivia Munn, Kate McKinnon.
Love the two of them.
Is this like board game or something?
Nope.
That's Jumanji.
No. There's a movie that they play board games.
Yeah, it's called Game Night. What you're trying to think
Game
of?
Night.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
got low Rotten Tomatoes at 41%, but it cracked the top 20. People love it.
Really? I can't think of it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Any luck?
Office Christmas Party.
Office Christmas Party?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
that was like the bro comedy kind of vein, right?
Yep, exactly.
Oh,
So,
never watched
Jennifer
it.
Aniston.
I never watched
Jennifer
it either.
Aniston's a CEO, and she throws a party for her staff, and
I'll watch anything with
hijinks
her.
ensue.
Yeah.
Hijinks ensue.
Hijinks. That's awesome. Hijinks.
Anyway, I thought it was a really interesting list. It's not, there are a million lists, right? So we got to think about what you guys want to do for the next couple of episodes. If you want to focus on a theme.
You know what I want to do? I want to do the top 20 characters.
Holiday characters?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to do characters. I want to do characters.
Clark Griswold, number one.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, we can argue that. Like, that's a good.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin McAllister's
The
up there.
Misers.
Yeah.
He and Snow Miser.
Yeah. Like,
Great characters.
they're just
Snowman.
great characters,
Yeah.
man.
That'd be awesome. Let's do it.
Yeah. That sounds great. Todd. Awesome, brother. This is great stuff.
Always fun.
All right. Great stuff. You're coming to Reading Terminal, though. I'm going to slot you in.
I look forward to seeing you guys on the 22nd, and we'll talk more up till then, and we'll get all the holiday film talk out of the way, and then we'll start the new year.
I love it. I love this stuff, man. I do. It's the greatest. It's the greatest. It's a happy place, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate it.
Good to see you guys.
Todd. TV Todd. All right. It's going to wind up. We went long today.
Yeah, a little bit. We got to knock out a Nugs and a back in the day.
All right.
Which one do you want first?
Let's go Nugs. As we
Let's
go
do a
with our
little-
chicken nugs.
A little nuggy.
Our VG Nugs. VG Nugs.
You know what I was thinking about the other day while making the girls chicken nuggets for dinner? The chicken nuggets didn't, I don't remember eating them as a kid like the kids do today.
No, we didn't have chicken.
The nuggets?
Yeah. The nuggets are a late riser.
Yeah, we weren't a big
I
nugget.
never remember eating nuggets unless it was McDonald's.
No, it was burgers.
Yeah.
But we were, it was the fast food burger.
And we would do like the frozen TV dinners when mom was working and stuff. Like nugs weren't an
Frozen
option.
pizza. We had
Kids cuisine.
Yeah, these
The
kids got it
frozen
good
pi-
these
the
days.
frozen
Man.
thing, yeah. Yeah, we used to do the nugs all the time.
Love nugs. All right, VG's Nugs brought to us by Golden Nugget Jewelers, and a little bit of a worrisome nugget out there. Buster Olney last night says the Mets might be lurking for two people in the trade market after letting Edwin Diaz and the Polar Bear go. Those names should send shivers down your spine. One Tarek Skubal.
Oh, no, Skubal!
And one Fernando Tatis Jr. Because the Padres apparently are getting ready to sell, so they might be cleaning up their books before the sale.
They're going to trade Tatis?
There's a lot of
How
whispers.
could they trade Tatis?
There's a lot of whispers.
You know what? That's just wrong with baseball. The Tigers should not trade Tariq Skubal. You can't. You trade the best pitcher in baseball.
I know. He's a beast.
Come on. That's horrible.
It is.
First the Dodgers, now the Mets. If the Mets get Skubal, we're screwballed.
All right, I got another one for you. This one's courtesy of Ross Sellinger. Does a great job covering college football. Boo, if you're still watching, cover your ears. Notre Dame might be getting squeezed. Now, they have an agreement as a part of their deal where next year enacts if they are in the top 12, they automatically get a bid to college football playoffs. So if the exact situation happened this year, next year, Miami's booted, Notre Dame's in. Well, now other ADs around the country are saying they might freeze out Notre Dame of future scheduling because it's an unfair clause in their contract.
You know, we were talking about this off the air.
That's
you brought it
problematic.
up. And it is. And truthfully, they need to join a conference. Like, honestly.
Go with the Big Ten. It makes perfect sense.
You're right. Not the ACC.
No.
It should be the Big Ten. You made a point. How great would the Big Ten be?
Oh, my God.
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Then
Michigan, Notre Dame.
It's right there with the
Penn
SEC
State,
then.
It might surpass it because you have USC.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you got, listen.
Notre Dame's got to stop smelling themselves a little bit because, they have a great TV deal. No, because people watch. But of the last 20 biggest college football games of all time, they're only a part of one of them.
Yeah.
So times have changed.
Yeah.
So just join the Big Ten, get it over with.
I do hate that. I like Notre Dame. So I
don't mind them, but just join a conference. End this.
I like them.
Yeah. All right, last one for you. Maybe a homecoming next year. Archbishop Wood kid returns to the Birds. He's only 26. He's hitting the kind of that late peak in his career. Kyle Pitts.
Wow, he was
monster game last night.
He was amazing. 165 yards,
3 tutties,
yards, 3 tutties.
He was all over the field.
He was incredible last night.
Would you?
Yeah.
Wonder who's going to throw to him.
He's a monster. Yeah.
Well, apparently of his career fantasy points, 7% of his career fantasy points came last night.
Wow.
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Oh my God. But he's the last 4 games
played
well.
He's playing really well recently.
He's having a decent overall year. I don't know. Like, he didn't have a quarterback leading up till now.
I'm intrigued.
Like with Penix.
I was convinced coming out.
Cousins getting his sea legs back a little bit.
Yeah. All right, that wraps up the Nugs. Let's get to a little back in the day so we can send Andrew off to the Philadelphia Phillies show coming up at 12 noon. Jimmy Stakes joining
this
today.
This has been an epic show today.
Yeah. All right, let's get a little back.
These guys are telling me to hurry up.
Yeah, there's time is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we going?
We're going back to like 6 days ago at Lapstone and Hammer, right in Center City. Joel Embiid was in the house, and he released his first, his first signature shoe. Not his first, Skechers' first signature shoe. What do you think? Skechers in the NBA sneaker world. You in?
It's a good looking shoe.
It's actually not bad. When I heard Skechers, I was like, it's a little lame. But
listen, you might as well. They're a huge brand, right?
They are huge.
So why not dip your toes in this world?
So there he is, Joel, with his signature Skechers shoe, debuted at Lapstone and Hammer, and the big fella was in the house to premiere it. So
it's a good looking shoe.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like the blue and the black is a good color combo.
Yeah, and they have some other ones like all sorts of different color patterns. So there you go. Back in the day to 6 days ago.
All right, I like it. All right, that's going to do it for us. Final predictions for the game. Andrew, give me a score.
I'm going to say 21-10.
21-10 Eagles.
I put ours in earlier, so I just want to be consistent. I did Eagles 28, Raiders 13.
28.
Too
much.
13?
Haters.
What do you mean haters? I just think it's a lower scoring game.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Eagles 13.
No way.
Raiders, nothing.
Yeah.
Shutout.
Oh, yeah? Clean sheet?
Clean sheet, as they say, as the Andrew Frazier say, across the pond. That's going to do it for us. Great job, Andrew. A lot of fun, bro.
Yeah.
Fun week, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
BG will be back next week.
Have fun at movie night. Don't forget, Monday, we are at Dick's Sporting Goods. Come along and hang out with us. And your chance to win a $500 gift card at Dick's Sporting Goods in Cherry Hill. Make sure you're there. You're going to be in person to win it. All right. We'll see you on Monday. Go Birds.
We all silly like the mayor.